Cap, what the hell is going on here? Oh, time to rim that world. Oh, we're rimming everything today. So, here's the game plan today. We are doing a marketable bard. I am so marketable. You don't even know. We are doing a child-only colony. We are a bunch of cave-dwelling waster children who live in a mountain eating mushrooms. And here's the rules. Here is how our society functions, and this is what we're abiding by. When you turn the age of 13, you're considered an adult. When you turn the age of 14, you're done. It's over for you. We banish you from the colony, and you're gone. The reason I have this rule is because children cannot do research. And I need some research to get done. Specifically, we've been trying to get microelectronics done, but that's been a very, very slow march. So I'm hoping it's gonna get better. The big problem right now is we have no way of replacing the children we currently have. And so our goal is we're going to get microelectronics, growth fats, and fertility procedures. I think I've seen this in Fallout 3. Yeah. So we need to get microelectronics, and then we're going to take the embryos out of children. This is so fucked up. So we're taking the embryos out of 13 to 14-year-old girls, and then putting those embryos in growth vats to make more children to propagate this child colony. That's the game plan. The part I'm scared of, personally, does Rimworld not have stem cells? No. That is what embryos are. Wiz, stem cells are fetus cells. And so, this is completely normal. We're completely normal. Don't judge me. I thought it'd be a fun colony idea, and I didn't think about the propagation of it until after the fact, okay? And now I'm having to run with it, okay? I'm just having to run with it, and it's fine. You'll be fine. You are the weird ones, because you're the one overthinking it. Just don't, it's a video game, don't overthink it. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways. I was expecting more kidnapping. We're children. Children have a low pain shock threshold. You could have set up a ritual to get new recruits. You can, but you can't make it be only children. So I could do that, but there's no guarantee who shows up as a child. That's the big thing. Also, the other problem with that, is it requires, like, only adults can fulfill spiritual roles. So we don't have the people available to actually do we don't have the ability to actually do rituals or anything like that, because we don't have adults to lead the rituals. The one exception to this child-only colony is we do permit guests for the intent of income and rewards. We are the kids over there at Camp Smoglight. That is our faction is kids over there. And our town is called Camp Smoglight because, I mean, if you fucking look at this place, it's a toxic, polluted hellhole. And so I think I'm funny. We have 2 vanometric power cells, which is great because that's 900 watts of power forever, so long as we keep these safe. So I'm okay with that, personally. I'm gonna move this, like, over here. Our big issue has been warmth, as so far, because, it's just hard to exist out here. Where are you running to? Hold on. Where are you going? You're going all the way over there. Okay, cool. Cancel that. Yeah, do that instead. You're doing better than you have any fight to. Exactly. So I think we're doing fine, personally, but it is a little rough. Any right to. I mean, we haven't failed yet, if that's what you mean. We have some spike traps. We have our Nutrifungus farm. We have this little cave area back here, which we've been harvesting the resources out of and using this little area to grow cotton safely. Currently, we're in the middle of winter. Once we get through winter, we'll probably be a-okay again. It's just that winter's been a very hard time for us. We have 10 more biological days for Excel before he's too old, and we have to banish him. So I'm hoping that we get to at least... I'm hoping if we get microelectronics, things will be better. It's just, until then, it's gonna be rough. I probably want to make an actual, like, kitchen at some point, but that's a future thing, if I'm being honest. The clock ticks. Banish them into toxic wastes? Yes. We strip them of everything they own and we send them out. We haven't had to fight too much. We have had raiders, but it hasn't been, like, terrible. Let's get your campfire refilled, because the problem is that because we all started with children, we don't have any adult clothes, and our cotton died before we could harvest it. So we can't make any adult clothes, which means that Excel's kind of just running around naked. So he's having a hard time, like, staying warm and all that. He's also recovering from food poisoning. Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. Food poisoning is kind of a pain in the ass because it fucks with his consciousness, and I need him. Consciousness is one of the big things that affects research. Same with sight and hearing. We're currently using this pollution pump to clear out the toxic pollution in this area, so that we can at least make sure guests are not going to be harmed while staying with us. But that's the only reason. All right, we're ticking away. I don't think we're gonna get microelectronics. Thank you, there, Head Pats Frog. In time, but we'll see. Because all I have Excel doing is research. He's been leveling it up fairly quickly, without a doubt. Oh, well, we'll see. Yeah, okay, back to it. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. We're kind of just biding time. We're doing our best to, like, get through this winter and try to get microelectronics. Because if we get microelectronics, then we can we can build the high-tech research bench, which gives a natural buff to research speed. I kind of want to see if, like, I should, like, build another campfire in here and install the research bench in here, and that should keep it, like, because he's going to be spending most of his time, like, between these two locations, right? So I don't see any reason for him to get too deep invested into one or the other. We keep getting a bunch of quests to travel to other locations, but those have not been particularly helpful as of yet. Get these chopped down, because we need more wood. Not the entire place is not. Yeah, sure, you can stay. The entire place is not polluted, so there is some areas where like normal plants grow, but most of that is being used for lumber. Hi, dragon. Welcome on in. Can we refuel that campfire, please? Thank you. And can you build that campfire next? And then can we... Oh, you fucked it up, yeah, you fucked it up. Of course you did. Of course you did. Not enough guest beds? Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. That's another thing. We do have, blizzard lists on the map somewhere. I don't know where the mom went. Blizzarisk. Okay, looks like mom died. Nope. Yeah, okay, mom died. She got fucked up by the insectoids. But we do have spiders walking around the map, which is something to be mindful of whenever they go outside. Potato collapsed due to extreme exhaustion. Well, that just happens. I don't know what to tell you. There you go. Let's have you shift into here. That should give you a little bit. I don't even know there was spiders. Yep. Spiders of unusual size. They are real. They are in fact real. And you'll just have to live with that fact the rest of your days. Tell your... fuck. I might hold off on kicking Excel out just because I don't want to... Oh, like, I know what I said about the rules earlier, right? I know what I said. But I also don't want to, like, fail this colony immediately. Like, if it's literally just the fact that, like, we need to wait a little bit longer, I'm willing to, like, not kick him out directly at 14. The Zeus, I don't believe they exist. Spiders of unusual size, I don't believe they exist. I'm willing to, like, kind of just hold off a little bit because I don't want to, like, burn out this colony already. I'm really using this colony as a filler until Odyssey comes out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Once Odyssey comes out, I'll be a lot more, like, available. But, like, I think child growing, which is a fucked up way to put it, is the one, like, thing I haven't really done with biotech. The adults have taken over. Can we get you to get this door made so that he doesn't treat this entire room as... Thank you. Cool. So now he's locked in here. I'm going to hold that door open just for the sake of heat dispersal, but... Yeah, that should do it. Because he's getting there. He's getting his research to almost level 6. Grow your children in bulk so you have enough for storage for winter. True. we can't be just sowing 1 or 2 children at a time. We got to get like 10 children at a time. They're leaving. They've had enough of me. Damn, that's crazy. Because I was about to crack open this ancient danger. I think I want to try a blind cult next as a filler. If you go with blind sight, what you can do is when you get ritualistic blinding, it has a chance to give psionics to whoever was ritualistically blinded. However, what you can then do if you have what is it? Not archaeogenetics. What is it called? Prosthetics? Specialized limbs? I don't remember what it is. Oh, they're fighting spiders. Got you. You might die, which is understandable. But if you blind someone and then you install artificial eyes back into their face, you can then blind them again and it will level up their psionic talents. as if they were like, you know, just advancing normally, which I think is funny. But that's just me. That's just a little cheat that if you really want to do, I wouldn't recommend doing it, but it's something that's technically available to you. It's just rich keep blinding someone over and over again until they get to the level of psyker that you design, or quest. I don't know, however you want to phrase it, however you want to do it. It's a thing. Infinite blindness hack. Infinite hack is definitely a way to phrase it. I'm gonna put a dumping stockpile, like, just out here for, toxic waste. Just so that we're not, like, just repolluting the area that we're cleaning up immediately, after again. Potato has become an adult, which is good. Body water, psychically deaf. Psychically deaf is probably the best. And now we're gonna put Nat to research second priority. And the reason for that is we have multiple research benches. Which means that we can like work through multiple, like if we have multiple people working on research, we actually do like research faster. So unfortunately, that does mean that Theria is like the last person who's a child, and they're about to not be a child in a little bit. Manhunter pack of beavers. A manhunting pack of beavers. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Everyone inside? Cool. Excel is also the only one, I think, with medical skill. So we need Excel to be the one to retrieve the embryos before we send them away. So we are gonna have to wait a little bit for, like, even though Excel's about to turn 14 tomorrow, we're gonna wait a little bit just because I do want to make sure that we're actually. Sire, it's looking a bit red out there. Is this hell? Oh no, that's pollution, which might be equivalent. Hi, Duke. How are you? Duke, we're starting a child factory. I hope you're okay with that. Alright, production-wise, we can make a prototype high-tech research bench. Prototype high-tech research bench, which does require 10 components, and which we can get here, and more steel. So, Nat, I still want you to mine priority-wise, and then until we get this high-tech research bench made. And then that should help a lot. Like, a lot. We just got done with our just chatting segment. It worked at Cabbage Patch. Good work ethic and responsibility. Well, so Duke, I don't know if you've heard my explanation yet. So, this colony is going to be children only. And once they become a certain age, we kick them out of the colony, and we send them on their merry way. Much like the Camp Last Light from Fallout 3 is the main comparison people keep making. However, I realized that I don't have a reliable way to propagate this colony. And so I had to do some thinking. I had to do some thinking on how to get it done. And the way we're gonna do it is we're currently researching microelectronics so that we can build growth fats, which allow you to inject them with embryos and gestate them over a 9-day period. There is a risk of health complications. However, we then also need to research fertility procedures so that we can extract the ovum out of teenagers and put them into growth vats, because that's what we need to do. That is the current game plan of what we're doing, is we're researching those topics. Don't say Lord of the Flies. Don't say Lord of the Flies. Cloning. Yes. Cloning through children. Elle has gone into a murderous rage. What the fuck? You bitch! Alright, nah, you die. You bitch. Nah, you die. You fucking die. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. They went into a murderous rage because they were in pain. Fuck you. Piece of shit. Alright. Yeah, that's why we don't have adults, because they kill children. And now, Nat's in a daze. So relatable. Fuck, man. Theria was our farmer. They were the only ones capable of farming. And now we don't have a farmer. Why can't we just throw sperm and eggs into a vat tube without all the surgery? Okay, so Wiz, I hate to give you like the nerdy talk of the birds and the bees, but I guess that's what we're doing today. So when semen does not last long outside of the male body, right? It doesn't. It has a very short lifespan. The God, am I really giving this talk right now? When it comes to male ejaculation, a lot of the stuff is just protective coating. Like, the majority of it is just protective coating. That's all it is. The actual sperm cells don't last very long when exposed to outside of that. And the reason, when a man and a woman love each other very much, the reason why the woman doesn't get pregnant all the time is not purely because of like, oh, it just wasn't the right timing. It's because sometimes the sperm just died before it got to the egg, right? Or none of them like fully combined. So the direct, like just throwing eggs and sperm into do you see what I mean, by the way? Whenever there's a like, okay, we're reloading. I hate to do this to y'all, but we're reloading. And yeah, the vaginal canal is very acidic, which is a requirement to keep, women safe, because it's, bacteria love to crawl into your body at all times. So what is your problem? Yeah, you got into a fight with Excel, and because you got into a fight with Excel, you decided to kill someone else. Understood. Excel is too much of a Chad for you, so you fight back. What combo did I pop into? How sex works. So, the reason you can't just take sperm and eggs and shake them together in a test tube is because typically the sperm will die before they combine with the egg. And again, you're like trying to smash together two things that are microscopic. So a lot of the isolation of a woman's eggs it's a delicate process. And what the fuck did I walk in? I'm explaining how test tube children work, Izu. Welcome on in. Y'all look at me like I'm the weird one. I'm answering y'all's questions, okay? Give me a fucking break. So the big thing is you're having to worry about the. I'm trying to think like the right way to phrase this. You're worrying about ensuring that the insemination is guaranteed, and that is like why a lot of like artificially grown children are like expensive, is because you're literally having to conjoin two cells together, that are again are on the microscopic scale. That's the best way I can phrase it, really. Conjoining on a micro scale. Yep. Y'all treat me like I'm the weird one all the fucking time. Literally, half the shit I say is because of you guys, right? You guys do this to me the majority of the time. Anyways, God, maybe cut me some slack, all right? Maybe I'm the one who needs a little bit of a break. Okay, I did nothing. You, Bard weird outlook is not so good. Shut the fuck up. Shut up! Don't abuse my little magic 8-ball against me. Oh, you're in a daze. Your mental state is hiding in room. However, that is not what you're currently doing. What you're currently doing is wandering away from the colony, to go die, is what you're actually doing. And there isn't really anything to do about that, so you're gonna die. Nat is having a tantrum. That's understandable. Elle is no longer hiding in their room. Yeah, because they're about to die. And I don't care. I can't be cared. I can't be brought to care. What quest are they a part of? Like, it's 2 advanced components. I would love to have it. But I can't. I can't be bothered. You broke your bed. Good job. What are you doing? What are you... Hey, get the fuck back in here. Why are we having a break risk? You're malnourished. Hey, so Theria... Oh, Christ. What? Go harvest some of this. Stop being stupid. There we go. Fucking God. Excel's having... Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just correcting these people. Don't mind me. Where'd the shuttle land? There they are. Okay, Excel's taking her to the shuttle. Anyways, don't mind me. I was just correcting Rimworld for a second. It's fine. It happens. Anyways. Okay, well, shit. Quest done. Alrighty. That's fine. What are you doing? Refueling campfire. With what? With what wood? That wood? Okay. I love RimWorld. RimWorld's such a great game. I enjoy my video games. My video games love to treat me well. My video games have never treated me ill. You know that? It's very enjoyable. My video games are always fun. My video games are always a blast. I enjoy my video games. Alright, let's make this before y'all break these fucking components again. It's the fact that Excel was going directly for the components that we're probably already gonna waste from, like, this attempt. Construction skill is too low. What's your construction skill? 4? We don't have anyone who can actually build... What do you need to be able to build one? 6? Oh, fuck, dude. Man. Alright. Hey, chat. Y'all, I love you guys, right? Y'all know that, right? We have a good time. We have a good time together, right? You're gonna trust me, right? We have a good time together, right? You want me to play games and, like, entertain you and, like, do cool stuff, right? Just out of curiosity, right? That's what we're all about. Always trust. Video games, don't count on it. Yeah, don't count on it. Do I trust Bard as I see it? Yes. See, that's great. Awesome. Hey, wow. I'm so glad that we found a skill trainer for construction. That's crazy. Excel, would you be so kind as to use that? Thanks. Good job, Excel. We're banishing him after we're done with this research anyways. It doesn't matter. Cool. Can you fix it real quick? Thanks. Appreciate that. In case you're wondering how I was able to build the high-tech research bench before I got the ability before I finished microelectronics, that is from the mod Research Revamped, I think it's called. And what it does is it allows you to have a whole bunch of different ways to do research. One of them is by building prototypes of like stuff that you're researching. They spawn damaged, and they will not act at full efficiency. And if you ever click off of the research, you lose access to the ability to use this kind of stuff. Oh, a piece of candy in the exact shape of what we needed. Exactly, it's so convenient. I love when RimWorld treats me well. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I should try mods. The modding community, the modding scene in RimWorld is very healthy. We have a manhunting pack of raccoons coming. That's understandable. Now, I know you want to go to bed. Hear me out, though. Everyone's gonna be really mad soon about not having food. So, go harvest that real quick. And now you can go to bed. Alright, but now Excel has a high-tech research station. This will allow him to do research a little bit faster. Not terribly faster, it's a 91% research speed versus 68. I wish I could see what was directly impacting. Probably the cleanliness of this room, if I had to take a guess. Boom Rat has gone mad, that's understandable. Let's have you work on that door real quick. See if we can't improve that research speed. You botched constructing a door with level 7 twice, brother? That's probably your food poisoning, isn't it? Yeah, it's the food poisoning. Never mind, don't worry about it. You're wasting steel at that point. probably just the cleanliness of this room that's making it difficult to research. I also probably want to get a wall lamp installed in here so that we can actually see what we're doing. Nat is our cook, however, wasters naturally have a terrible cooking skill. So it's taken all of their life to get to this point, but they're almost about to beat their genome type deficiency against being able to fucking, what is it? Being able to cook. Because wasters start off with a -4 cooking skill, which is why we've had the bad cook skill or debuff to all of our food the entire time. Speaking of cooking, the other night I was playing Project Zomboid with some of my friends for the very first time in forever that I've played Project Zomboid multiplayer, and I had a hell of a lot of fun. I think Project Zomboid is a really fun multiplayer game, and I'm kind of surprised more people don't play it multiplayer. And it kind of makes me want to do stuff like that again, because it's been a very long time since I've done Project Zomboid multiplayer. As one genetically predisposed to being bad at cooking? That's a great question. So anyways, the same reason they're bad at dealing with animals and they're bad at making stuff. See, we're getting 3 ticks now per... How's your... Okay, you should be able to work on this door now without fucking failing. Should be able to... Can we not clean this room anymore? Is this room still very dirty? Tell got food poisoning from incompetent cook. Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up. I made you, I can unmake you. What is your problem? Why are you having a hard time? You're a night owl, you're ravenously hungry, you're learning deprived. Yeah, I can't help with any of that. I'm sorry. We can make Excel the... We can assign role stuff. Actually, cancel that role change. We're going to make it so that Nat is the child propagandist. Work time approaches. Have a good day, Wiz. Thanks for being here. Point. That's too vague of a question. All right, so I think this works. You should be able to. Yeah. Okay. Reassure. Cool. Oh no, what I wanted was what was it? Be a kid. Yeah. Apparently RimWorld still keep... What it... Okay, hold on. Now I wonder what they count as a kid in RimWorld. I'm not entirely sure. Peter Present started an altar, lectern, deal pillows. Yeah, we don't have any of that. Okay, we're replanting cotton, so hopefully we'll be able to make food, clothing again soon, at some point. Solar flare, fuck you. Piece of shit, how dare you. Theria is technically an adult. So they get a passion in cooking, and they're gonna get tough, I guess. That's the only one that's not... Oh, nudist is actually not bad. With this colony, nudist is actually probably best, if I had to take a wild guess. Because, that means they're not gonna be upset that they're not wearing clothes. Excel, would you be... Oh, there you claim that bedroom. That's fine, I guess. I do need, at some point, to get, we need a heater built here as well. I guess we can have Excel do that. Assuming he doesn't botch it with his food poisoning. And that way we can deconstruct these campfires and stop spending so much wood on them. That leaves us with... Well, no, I can't really check how much power that leaves us with, but... Leaves us with 5. We have 5 power left over after all is said and done. We can turn off this. Nat's having a tantrum because they're hungry. Okay, well, what do you want us to do about that, Nat? Like, as long as you're not breaking anything important, I really don't care all that much. Like, if you're just causing a little bit of damage, it's not that big of a deal. Thasia, would you be so kind as to go harvest this area now that Nat's calmed the fuck down? Look at that. Kessler syndrome, what the fuck is that? Shuttle travel is impossible. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we need to get... We're halfway through getting microelectronics, and then we need to get Excel's at level... almost on his way to level 7. Intellectual skill. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing fine. Life is treating us a-okay, I think, personally. Oh, God. How's everyone's day treating you? Are you okay? Welcome, happy Tuesday, everyone. Hopefully life's treating you alright. Hopefully things have been going well for you. I know times have been rough for a lot of people. I know they've been a bit of a hectic mess. I know, it's a Tuesday. It is a Tuesday. I'm hoping at some point to, delicious coffee. I'm hoping at some point to be able to get, a little bit better at the just chatting portion. I think don't think I did terrible today. Huge Tuesday, isn't it? Tuesday, or speaking of the days of the week, Thursday I'll be going off and I'm going to be getting signed up for German integration courses, hypothetically. And I'm not entirely sure how well it's going to go, if I'm being a little honest with you, because every time we've tried to contact them about my integration courses, they keep telling me that I'm the only one interested, and they don't want to start a class with only one guy in it. So that's kind of been a headache and a half to deal with. So I'm hoping, you know, this isn't going to be a terrible, like, just a horrible waste of time. But what that does mean is that I may end up having to change my long-term schedule on streaming, depending, and I know I hate doing it, because I've been doing it way too often, right? I hate changing my schedule as much as I have been. I can just be more accommodating, I know, right? But it might shove me into being a European evening streamer, which is not terrible, but also, like, not preferable. I don't know. It's a mix-up on whether I would hate it or not, because I've kind of grown accustomed to the schedule, and I'm happy with the time slot that I'm in, but I'm not super overjoyed at the idea of having to move into a new, like, time slot just to, like, and here's the fucked up part. I don't even know what's going to be in the classes. That's the fucked up part. Because there's no, like, they didn't explain to me what's in these integration courses. Am I learning about German culture and their politics and all that kind of stuff? Am I learning German history? Am I learning the language? Like, I have no idea. Well, good traders are coming by. That's good. So I don't know what they're intending to happen with these classes. I'm hoping it's like actually going to be helpful and help me like develop my German skills a little bit and not just be like a waste of time, which is my biggest concern, because I would hate to kind of have to change my life around a course that does me no good, because that's kind of what it's seeming like at the current moment, is just, hey, we're gonna have you to go ahead and to go into these courses, we're gonna have you go into these classes, but we're not, you know, if you don't speak German, then you're not gonna understand a word. Your test is surviving warm beer and bratwurst. I can do that. I don't like beer, but I like bratwurst. You can take these anima pearls. You can take this LTEX. You can take these tents. We're not going to be making use of those. I'll buy this advanced component, and I'll buy. Is there anything else here that's really worthwhile? We'll buy. Yeah, that's all we're gonna buy. Without any sauerkraut? I actually don't like sauerkraut. Sauerkraut's not actually. I actually don't find sauerkraut enjoyable. But yeah, that's just a concern I have. I don't want to do it, but again, I don't really have a choice in the matter. It's like something that's kind of mandated a little bit. The other thing is that, like, I don't know. We're in a very tumultuous time with a lot of like what's going on the internet. A lot of people are having a hard time growing. A lot of people are having a hard time. It's like pickles, but not exactly. A lot of people are having like a hard time just like dealing with everything that's been going on. The world's been getting a lot harder to manage. But I want to keep like some normalcy. I want to keep some sort of routine. And that's my big thing. Why are you not using this research bench? Has Nat finally outgrown their... Okay, the next tier of cooking Nat gets will actually give them a +1 skill to their research. So why are you using this? Do you have to use this for your material analysis? Is that what it is? But I don't know. Things have been rough. Things have been really rough. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that like it's been smooth sailing, because it hasn't been. It really has not been. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys that my life is horrible, that my life is agony and suffering, that everything is a crying shame, and I'm ashamed of everything that's been going on. It's not, but it is a very hectic time in my life. Wow. I don't know, it's hard to like communicate, right? Because I haven't been really able to focus on learning German as much as I wanted to, because our biggest priority has just kind of been like, I need to grow, I need to get better at making content, I need to be more entertaining, I need to grow our community, and you know, yada yada yada, ta 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 ta, all that garbage. But and because of that, like, and the reason that's the case is because we just haven't had the money to be able to breathe, right? And the reason we haven't had the money to breathe is because the local job center, who manage all the benefits, especially for those of me and Tenny, view me as a completely functional adult who should have shown up to Germany and been able to be perfectly B2 fluent in German right off the gate and been, willing to work front desk service position. Because they sent me recently a bunch of job offers. But the problem is that they're all customer service and retail. And I can speak some German, but I'm not going to be able to interact with the general public like on that large of a scale, that consistently, with that complex of a social dynamic, right? That's just not realistic. So they sent me a bunch of job opportunities that I would take normally, but don't have the means to actually be able to do so. Because I wouldn't be able to work those jobs. And I think they forget who they're dealing with, really. But my friends have had a good turn with Duolingo. It's not that. It's not that I, I just don't know how to. Like, I have Duolingo, I have Rosetta Stone. I don't have the time. I don't have the mental capacity to study another language right now. Because it's all been dedicated to work. It's been work. I've not been able to do anything but work for a year. And yeah, the work I do is, being a silly internet man, but it still takes 10 hours a day of focusing on just getting, shit made, or learning this program, or figuring out video editing, or talking to people I really wouldn't care about otherwise. Because they know something that I don't know, and, with their support, I could achieve this, that, the other thing. It's so rough. That's kind of one of the reasons why I considered YouTube, or moving to YouTube, was because of the fact that YouTube is such a, no matter how much time, you will inevitably succeed on YouTube, no matter how much time you put into it. It's just those who put more time into it succeed faster. With AI translators, yeah, but the Duolingo lessons are still there. The original lessons are still there. I'm not gonna get into the fucking AI translator garbage. I don't care. I cannot be brought to care about that right now. Not that I don't care about AI generation, but it's something that, I feel is, how to put it, that's a topic that I don't know enough about to be able to accurately commentate on, because I think AI translation is something that is inevitably going to happen. That is an actual use for AI that I think should be available. But I don't fucking know. I don't know if it's in the state that it should be. A group of poor children are approaching looking for help. They are children begging for silver. Counter statement. Four prisoners. We kidnap you. Counter statement. We kidnap you. See, you're passionate about plants and animals and all that kind of stuff. See if Excel can't catch you. He's moving through terrain. Yeah, it may not be easy, but we might catch this kid. He's also a Neanderthal, so he's not likely to die. I killed the kid. Ah, well. You'll die of blood loss in a little bit. Excel. Playing the crows already. Cool. Awesome. Great. So I don't know. It's just been a frustrating time. A lot of things just not going the way they should. a lot of contradictory expectations. Rest if he dies, exactly. And it's hard to focus on being internet funny man and doing all this work when I'm constantly like having to worry about like the money situation, but also like if I'm worrying about the money situation, then I'm not doing so great on content creation. If I'm not doing so great on content creation, then I can't ever make more money. And if I'm not making more money, then I can't focus on learning the language, which means that this, that, the other thing. Like it's 3 topics that until either of any of them improve, none of them are improving, and I can't control any of them, and that's the fucked up part. At the end of the day, is my money, and my the support received is none of that is something that I am in control of, and I think that's been like the most upsetting part of like my current notion. So that's kind of where we've been at recently, and it's annoying, it's frustrating. There isn't really much I expect anyone else to do about it. This is more or less just Bard bitching hour, as is my profession in life, is being a professional complainer on the internet. But I think things will get better. It's just as of right now, it's hard to like see how it's going to get better. You know what I mean? Like, what steps do I need to take? What is my priority? When do I stop doing what I want to do and start doing what needs to happen? You know? I've also looked into remote work. That has been something I've been very interested in, just because like remote work would actually work out pretty well for me, I think, in the long term of things. However, it's very difficult to find remote work that is actually remote and actually means what they mean, and they don't mean, oh, we're looking for remote worker. Hi, Alder, welcome on in. We're looking for remote workers. All you have to do is live in our city and be willing to come to the office 5 days a week. Well, you stay home 2 days a week, though, and we won't contact you on those 2 days, but you'll be working remotely from our office in the city. Don't worry about it. Like, oh, gee, thanks. Appreciate you. And every website that, like, the few websites that look like they would actually be able to offer or, like, help find remote work are websites that ask, like, a subscription fee to be able to use. And I'm like, that's such a fucking scam. Don't at me with that. Don't at me with that. Don't even try with that shit. Don't even think you can get me with that. Outlook not so good. It works. Just, you know, you have to already like be working for a company to be able to remote work, and it sucks, right? It's so annoying. I'll get rid of that, so at least you don't have the barracks thing. Anyways, so we've kidnapped this child, and we're gonna convert them to our ideology, and we're gonna recruit them into the colony, and they're 9, so I hope one of them, someone, you know, does well with this. I think Excel is the most likely to convert them, so we'll see how that turns out. Nat's currently mining as best I can. This is also one of the reasons why I got this pollution pump to clear out the base. So at the very least, this Imperial location is safe. Chief says the victim Copeland is a 41-year-old digger. I don't care. 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 Clear up my quest log a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of contradictory like statements that are made about like what can and should happen. I think one of the big like frustrations have been just the sheer audacity of the expectations of doing what the government wants, but the government not doing what they need to do to like enable me to do what I need to do, right? one of the big expectations for the current benefit system that that I work with is the fact that they want me to report my income. They want me to file any expenses that I need reimbursed, but I can't get reimbursed on expenses that I can't afford to spend to begin with. Does that make sense? Because they won't give me the money ahead of time. I need to have already spent the money, but I can't spend money that I don't have, so I can't get reimbursed for money that I need to spend if I don't already have the money. Does that make sense? It's like, oh, hey, if you need new clothes for work, go ahead and buy it, and then, you know, tell us, you know, that you did it, send us the receipt, and we'll reimburse you the money that you spent. Okay, but I need the money to get clothes for work. Like, I need to have already had a job. Like, I don't know. It's that dumb propagation system of, like, looking... No category? Yeah, I assure you I'm in the RimWorld category. What the fuck you mean, Twitch? I'm not in the RimWorld category. Hi, Mew. Welcome on in. Thank you, Twitch. I appreciate you. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Not even that. They just don't let the poor get richer at all. The poor just get stuck at the bottom. Thank you for saying something. Because I know I hit the update, but I don't know why it didn't put me in RimWorld. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I need to do, and the obvious answer, right? The obvious answer is that I stopped making content entirely. I just stopped YouTube, I stopped voice acting, I stopped streaming, and then you know, I'm technically unemployed at that point. They can't hold what current income I have against me, and then we get more money, and that's that. But then they'll take way too long to process it, and then we'll be in a worse off position. So, like, the other option is that I sleep 4 hours a day, and for the next year, I am, you know, studying a new language, studying how to video edit. I am, you know, trying to improve in content creation, and I drive myself into a hysteric mess because I can't function as an adult at that point. Like, there will be no me at that point to be had. Because I can only do so much in a day. Especially when I have my own neurospiciness, which has remained undiagnosed, unmedicated, and untreated. An obvious one is depression, but, you know, dear friends who love me closely theorize I also either have autism or ADHD, which directly impact my day-to-day life, and it sucks ass entirely. But I can't get that diagnosed because I don't have the money to go to a doctor to get diagnosed. Is credit card not an option? I can't get credit. I'm an American citizen in a foreign country. All credit for American citizens, because of the US political system, has been frozen. I can't take loans. I can't get a credit card. I can't do any of that. And because I don't live in the US anymore, I can't get any of my bank cards sent to me. So... yeah, life's fucked. I'm in a situation where if I continue doing what I'm doing, there's no reasonable way it can get better. But if I stop what I'm doing, it's only gonna get worse. And that's been my life for like the past 8 months. That's why it's just hard to focus. It's hard to grow. And the fucked up part is I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna find a way out. I always do. I always get better. I just hate that I have to look at myself and say, you're gonna figure this out. Because I wish for one day that I don't have to figure things out. And I pray for a day where I can be me. I can achieve the things that I know I can do. And that's why I do what I do right now. Is because I want to get to the point where Traveler's Arms? Yeah, whatever. I want to get to the point where I despite everything, need diagnosis to get accommodations, need money to get diagnosis, need work to get money. Yeah. Um, it's a self-perpetuating cycle, and it sucks. At the end of the day, you know, I want to, despite everything that's happened, right? Despite everything that has happened, I want to be better. I know I can do better. I know I can be better. And I want to be an example to everyone that you can still, you know, no matter what inhibitions are in your way, no matter what obstacles are laid before you, you can get better. Your life can improve. You can achieve what you want. It sucks. It's horrible. It's a nightmare sometimes. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. You break that bench. Yeah, you're ravenously hungry because you vomited all your food out on the fucking floor. Brother, I'm not even joking at this point. I just kind of want to get the actual point of this colony moving forward. I don't have the patience to reset. So if you see me doing my little cheats more often, that is why. It's because I just kind of want to get to the main point of this colony and stop fucking around so much. I don't want to, like, auto-research everything, but I do actually want to, like, progress forward, by the way. That's just to clarify a little bit. Live well and rub in the face of your enemies. Yeah, then my enemies right now are everyone who says that I'm wasting my time. Which, to a degree, I might be. I'm willing to admit that. I'm willing to admit that everything that I'm doing right now is I've wasted, you know, my life. I'm willing to admit that that is a possibility, but it's not a possibility that I'm going to lay down and accept. It is not a idea that I'm going to humor. It is not a mindset that I'm going to let myself fall into. I am who I am. I've always been an entertainer. I've always been someone who talks. I'm always someone who wants to share his opinions of the world. I've always been that little egotistical little shit who thinks his opinion is more important than your average person's and needs to, you know, put his ideas out in there. Why is this power? Because we don't have the fucking thing fueled. Ask a video game on stream question. Yeah, sure. You're always allowed to ask game-related questions. I'm kind of just going through my talks right now. Don't mind me. But yeah, that's, at the end of the day, that's my whole thing. I completely get the feeling. I've been living such a way that is honestly nothing good, but I refuse to allow that to be my lot in life, so I work hard to make plans that continue to brighten despite each and every failure and setback, because I have a goal and I will not stop to, exactly. Like, you cannot give up, because if you gave up whenever there was adversity or there was a problem with what you did, you would always be giving up. Like, you wouldn't achieve anything in life. Like, you would not be able to be anyone or anything. And I want to be, you know, the person that I know I can be, but until then, I just gotta do my best, and hopefully it works out. Okay, we're 80% of the way through microelectronics, and then growth fats and fertility procedures should be a lot quicker, especially because Excel will be a little bit better at research at that point. Why don't you stream more visual novels like Tavern Talk? I think it suits you. Because most people don't want to watch me play those games. Games like Tavern Talk and, well, first of all, it's terrible for my voice. That level of narration is really rough on my voice. Second of all, historically, they have not performed well. Games like Tavern Talk, games like The Witcher, games like any game that is narrative heavy historically has not done well for me. For the longest time that I've ever streamed, it has not done well for me. And it's not that I hate these games. It's not that I don't think that I could eventually curate an audience of people who enjoy these games. But it is a case of, I know, like, as I was saying earlier, I'm in a situation where risks aren't really something I can take, and change is something that I really can't afford to do right now. And a content change like that is something that is very, you have to perform over a very long period of time. It is a shift in what you do, and because they are narrative, and the reason why is they're narrative games, they're story games, they're games that you play once and you really don't have a reason to play them again. So the people who like the series, unless they're interested in reaction content, which I'm not great at reacting to stuff, I'm a very emotionally muted person. Yeah, like as Mew said, if someone likes a story-driven game, they're going to maybe in the future. Yeah, it's a once in a while thing. It's not something I do all the time. Like I was doing it with Soph, but Soph's gone MIA, and so I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna if they don't come back, I'll ask someone to finish off the last chapter with me. Just to continue the dynamic and get it done with, because I actually want to continue playing that on stream. But it's so much so that, like, I need security before I can take chances. And that's why, like, I am still branching out. I'm still trying to do my best with, like, different kind of games. Tomorrow, everyone, by the way, I do know what we're streaming tomorrow. I'll be doing Noita. I'll be doing a blind playthrough of Noita. I know, well, mostly blind. I know the general idea of Noita. I know that it has a lot of secrets. I'm not like that kind of nerd. But that does not mean that I understand Noita. So that will be my first experience. You'll be seeing my first experience of that tomorrow. But I'm still branching out. I'm still trying to be, you know, better at just, you know, branching out of my content hole, which is why I'm like, I want to do better with the just chatting segments at the start of the stream, right? It's why I want to do those, because it's a weak point that I know I have, is that I'm like, people come and watch me because they like my personality. RimWorld, like the reason RimWorld is so popular and why other colony sims are so popular, and I've talked with others about this, is because they are games that let me express my personality, and they're really just advanced, just chatting streams, except it gives me something to do in the background when I don't really know what to talk about in the moment. And also, it's a game that people seem to, you know, just enjoy the concept of. I'm not going to sit here and say that most of this community fucking loves RimWorld. I'm not that bold. But I do have, like, the idea that most of you generally seem to enjoy how I express myself in RimWorld. But it's like, that is, pollution. I've been watching this, pollution pump, get rid of individual tiles of pollution, within our base, but it's just an overlay toggle. This is what the ground looks like normally. This is what it looks like with pollution. But, so and I'm gonna ask some people, one person I'm probably gonna ask at some point for advice are like, Fia and Kira and, just all, you know, people who I know are really good at just chatting segments, people who I know are really good at putting their personality there. I'm probably gonna ask them, like, how they do it. That is something that I intend to do at some point soon. Because I feel like I have always suppressed, I've always suppressed who I am. Hi, Bor, how are you? On stream. And y'all may hear some of the wild shit that I say, like, you're suppressing yourself. It's more of, there's a certain filter that I put in place, and I don't know if it's okay to take that filter away. I'm not as completely wild with some of the ideas that I have. Granted, some of them do need to be filtered, like what I complain about does need to get filtered. Yeah. But not everything. Trust me, I'm not, like, spouting anything, like, horrendously offensive. That's not what I'm talking about. But it's more like the freedom to say what I want to say, and just letting my, like, not being so against myself, right? Doctor, unlock my inhibitors. But Raiden, that's... Bard's gonna crack him to Pap Subaru and go on a subtle politics of keeping an ant farm at the age of 5. Yeah, Teddy can vouch that I'm not secretly a terrible person, but it's one of those things that, like, you have to listen to what I'm saying for longer than 5 seconds. I've regularly said that if I ever got into politics, my status would evolve from person of interest to wanted terrorist. That is my political stance, and that is all the information you're going to be getting on how I view the world. I very much hear that he's secretly a good person. Secretly, I'm a good person. But ants have some wild politics. These ants do have wild politics. You all stop vomiting, please. I beg of you. So, at the end of the day, I want to be better. I want to get better. I want to grow. I want to, you know, and it's not just like, ooh, number go up. It's, I know I can be a really great entertainer, but 3 things need to change. I need, very doubtful. Okay, look, the magic 8 ball is not always, going to, give you an accurate answer. The 3 things, one of 3 things need to change. My mental needs to improve. I need to have more money, or I need to have a larger audience. Like, one of those 3 things need to change for me to really be, like, the person I want to be. And it's really funny how if any one of those change, the other 2 also get better. Diamonds are formed from heat and compression. Yep. But guess what? I'm not carbon. I'm a fleshy meat sack, and I'm doing my best. Peanut butter diamond. What? Okay, we're at cooking level 1. Thank God. We're not... Oh, wait. I forgot to inform you that meat is carbon-based. Do you think I care? Do you think I care? Ask me if I care. Can you do a nutrient paste dispenser? For this colony? I don't think so. We didn't take, no. Nutrient paste is disgusting for them. Granted, -4 mood versus vomiting all the time. It's a heavy question. And it's what I might actually do. I'm gonna hold off on doing it, but that's actually not a terrible idea. Total cutie patootie cinnamon roll sugar plum snack without a doubt. Shut the fuck up, Penny. Shut up. Area revealed. What have we revealed back here? Ah, I see. We have a whole other cavern system back here, which I'm not against, really, though I am going to put a door on it, just in case. So, a lot of components back here. A lot of components. Oh my god. More steel. Got a bug hive I'm going to tear down. Ancient danger here. For the other side of the ancient danger. Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. I don't know. No, that's a different thing. I think a comms console works it probably. Self-care from the Ordis Warframe. Is everything in Ordis, operator? Was that a pun? I'll attempt to bypass this fault. Those are talk people. They're immune to pollution, even like it. Maybe the vomiting has something to do with the pollution? Actually, yeah, Hectic is correct. Wasters do enjoy pollution as opposed to normal people. Please don't social fight right now. I really can't afford y'all fucking going insane because you decided to punch each other. Hey, Squiggles, welcome on in. How are you? So yeah, that's kind of where I've been. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to mentally be better. I'm trying to physically be better. I'm trying to financially be better. But none of these things are really gonna get better until one of them gets better. You know what I mean? It's the continuous cycle of life of nothing gets better until everything gets better. Bridal soap I went for my dress. Yeah? Bridal shop I went to for my dress. Is it in a good or a bad way, lose your mind? That's mining that silver. Bad way. Got you. Are they just not being cooperative? Or are they not giving you what you actually want? Area revealed. That's not. That's no. That's not. Okay, we're fucking zooming. We're about to get level 8 research. Speaking, they sold me on all the things, sleeve, veil, and dress. Uh-huh. Did you not want the whole thing? I need a cape. I don't have cloth for a cape. They can do this can do sleeves and the veil, so they no longer. But they charge you for the full thing. I guess the. Or now is it now that you have to go and find? They sold me just dress. Okay. So now you have to go and find other people willing to. Okay, that's fucking annoying, to be honest. I feel like they should have called you ahead of time on that, but all right, sure. Respectable crash out. I'm willing to accept that. Hey, you're almost converted to our ideology. Which does mean we have a child for a little bit longer. Nope, I have to go to the store to buy them off the floor for an almost additional... Ugh. It's your wedding, I wouldn't do that. Personally. On a personal note, I wouldn't do that. But it's your wedding. You're free to do as you wish. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I just don't think it's that worth it, to be honest. Kicking rocks. Preferably through their window. It was 1,600, but then fucked around. So now it's 2,700. Of course they do it. It's an industry based on selling women outfits for a one-time event. Cheers, TBU. Christ. that point, it's cheaper to buy a sewing machine and just sew the goddamn outfit yourself. Possibly, honestly. Quest for Borlight. We will accept that quest, yes. That's one of our artifacts. Hi, Kirillith. Welcome on in. How are you doing today? Sorry, I just got off of a huge rant, so I'm letting my throat sit for a second before I get too brought in all at once. It's not that I'm, like, tired. I'm just trying to pace myself and not kill my throat. All for something you'll wear exactly once. Exactly. We love it. Such an amazing time, honestly. Okay. Orbital trade beacon built. We're actually producing enough Nutrifungus now that I'm kind of considering getting chem fuel production going, but that's something else. Food is no longer an option, though. At the very least, food is no longer an option. How are you doing? I am doing as best as I can. I am... It's really funny that you asked that question, because my whole tangent was pretty much going on about how I am currently doing. Nat has grown. Congrats on being 14. Excel's almost done with microelectronics. There it is. Now we need to research fertility procedures. Actually, let's do growth vats first, because fertility procedures might take a little bit. Oh, that's going so much... Look at that. Oh, it's going so much faster. Compared to microelectronics, oh, that's so much better. Food is overrated, honestly. Excel, can you build this real quick so that we have the comms console? Thank you. So, comms console's online, orbital trade beacon's online. We can now engage in more trade, so we're not as, you know, locked out of that as we were. Once we get growth fats going, raid from the Tox organization. They send a guy with... This is how broke we are, by the way. It is day, what, 70? 70 days on the rim. And they send a guy with a knife to come fight us. And who does he go after? The bugs. I don't know why that jelly pod's, like, dying of starvation, but... These bug nests aren't gonna last forever, but they've been, like, taking most of the raiders for us, so, like, I'm not really against them being here. They're on the far opposite end of the fucking platform, like, the area. I'm not really worried about them. Yeah, we're getting... Oh, God, that's so much faster compared to microelectronics, whereas... Oh, God. I do want to... God, I wish we had more power generation. We are going to need more power generation. That's probably going to be the next research topic. Is probably getting batteries and probably solar panels, maybe? Because we can build a solar panel here or something. Yeah, thankfully it doesn't trigger bug revenge is not something that really happens unless they're being hunted, I think. I don't think insectoids can trigger revenge. I think they're one of the few animals that can't. That's a clip for later. I'm gonna clip that later, and make that into a short. That's a good question to ask. Can bugs have the revenge event triggered? Oh, never thought of that. Theria, what are you doing? You're doing the best you can. That is... We're not really built for fighting. We're also not really built for anything. Fair enough. we're setting up for the next generation, really. That's really all we're doing. To run you, like, and the silken lace required extracted wedding vest, like 480, that'd be like... Yeah, okay, but you also have to keep in mind, Myth, like, not everyone has the skills to sew a wedding dress. A lot of the reasons why wedding dresses are, like, priced the way they are is because they are heavily stylized after whatever the fiance wants to have. And so it's a bit... some of it's like, it's very much one of those things that you're charging because you wouldn't normally be able to do it yourself, not because it's cheaper to do. Like, I don't know. It's... Fuck, how do I describe it? Hi, Julie. How are you? I just bought all the DLC. Congratulations. Something's wrong with me. No, nothing's wrong with you. You're finally becoming your true self. If being yourself is a crime, then you are a criminal. Hydroponics is something we should get into as well, but that's... Ooh, we should get gas. That's what we should do. You can play the base game proper. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. They want child propagandist apparel. Well, I'm sorry. Just don't wander into the bug nest. That's all I ask of you. I am going to damage it down you if you wander into the bug nest, by the way, because you're choosing to go get food over there rather than get the food here. Just as a statement. I'm keeping an eye on you. In fact, we're gonna watch you, because I can't trust you. Notice how they're wandering further and further that direction towards the bug nest. But hopefully you enjoy the DLCs, Julie. I think the only thing I'm going to tell you is I would avoid... what does the red mean? That's pollution. It's just one of the overlays that you can toggle on. I would avoid doing anomaly until you learn how the rest of the DLCs work. That is my one suggestion to you, is avoid the anomaly start until you learn how the rest of the game works. Because anomaly is very much dependent on like advanced systems within RimWorld and adaption. It's also the DLC that is the most self-contained, so it doesn't really affect your game unless you initialize it, right? Like, I have Anomaly DLC, right? But until I turn this thing on, it practically doesn't exist. So it's like a whole side thing, right? Every map you spawn in will have one of these, so you can start Anomaly at any time you feel comfortable, whenever you want to, like, you know, take on new stuff. But that's separate. Hey Kova, how you doing? I'm alive. It's fucking hot. It is starting to get hot. And I don't like it. It could just be that I'm sitting next to a heater, pretty much, my PC. But I don't like it. Cheers to you. Thank you for keeping me hydrated. I appreciate it. Dev tools, so it makes me happy to say no. No, I've been doing that today. Jack can testify. I've been doing that today. Because I'm trying to do a specific colony type, and I don't feel like starting over. So if anything catastrophic happens, I just say, no, we're not doing that today. Alright, growth fat's done. How's the colony going? Could be going better. We could have been, you know, on our way to doing all the cool stuff that I've been wanting to do this entire time. But that's beside the point. Ah, I see we're studying a body now. Yeah, no, like, okay, look, dev tools are something that you shouldn't come to rely on, right? Like, don't, unless you're, like, trying to, like, you know, do something specific, don't rely on dev tools, because you're going to kill your fun in the game, right? It's kind of like using the console with the Elder Scrolls games. The moment you, like, really get into using console commands, you kind of don't stop doing it. I know devs tools. I know how to use them. I know, like, you know, what all that I need to get done to, like, how to navigate it pretty well. But it is something that I try to refrain from doing other than to correct a colony's course when something I feel like is horrendously unfair happens. That is my criteria. So for example, whenever someone gets Sad Wanderer or Food Binge, and then they walk all the way across the map to go eat insect jelly and they die to a fucking mega spider, right? I'm going to stop that from happening. How dare you, Kofa? Or when, you know, like, I do state whenever I am, like, doing dev tools on stream that it's not because I approve of, like, quote-unquote cheating. You can't really cheat in a single-player game, and RimWorld is very much a single-player game that you tell your own experience. But I also don't want to cheapen the experience for people and make them feel like, oh, there's no, like, there's no risk, there's no, real, like, threat to anything, because we can always, like, wind them back, right? I feel like that's a bit unfair. And my pet, I mean, that's fair, right? That's a fair reason to dev tool, is that you want to keep your starter pet, and it's not really that big of a deal. But, like, it's me, if I went to options, development mode, go, spawn, thing, Power Claw. You know, like, that's a little cheaty, right? And then, you know, that's a little excessive. Also, to get rid of that. It's... Or change the weather, or, like... Okay, experimental surgery is now active. Now, the question that I have... Can I do the experimental surgery? I cannot do it on a child. Okay, can I do it on you? Must be 16. They have to be 16 to have their ovum extracted. Okay. I think I have found a new thing. This is a very terrible, terrible thing. Kidnap. Yep. I'm glad we're on the same page, Alder. We are gonna wait, I guess, until they're, like, I think Nat's the closest, because I do want to get this going at some point. If we're gonna hold on to it, we still need to finish researching it. Like, that's something that needs to happen. Should I actually put a wind turbine here? No, not nearly enough space. Unfortunate. Need warm clothes? Yeah, we do need warm clothes. That's why I'm hoping this cotton survives this growing season for once in its life. How much Nutrifungus? We have almost 1,000 Nutrifungus. That's the thing with Nutrifungus all the time, by the way, is I never have enough. So I start planting more, but then I start planting too much. And now I have too much Nutrifungus. And now I'm always, like, I never run out of Nutrifungus. And then I start doing chem fuel production, and then I run out of Nutrifungus. I'm doing my best today. I have a meeting soon, so like, be back later. Bye, Julie. We love you. We love and appreciate you. Sorry, my mind just kind of completely left me for a second. But Put the older children in cages and keep them as flesh pets until they come of harvesting age. I'm proud of you, Alder. I really am. Ooh, bronze hunk. I wouldn't call myself bronze. More kind of crimson, but I guess that works. I guess that's fine. How's it going? I'm doing all right. We are currently trying to figure out the most ethical way to steal the eggs out of someone and put them into test tubes to grow more children. Currently trying to figure out the ethics behind that. Do we kidnap people? Do we, like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, the ethical way to go about this. And it's kind of, oh, that's a tribute collector. I don't care about that. Never mind. Continue as you were. First it was caramel, but it seemed a little too sensual to say it like that. I respect your self-awareness in that regard. I respect it. No, we're doing all right. We're trying to do a child. Hold on. RimWorld child. What counts as a child according to RimWorld? Children are human pawns. Are teenagers considered adult? Okay. We're gonna redefine what a child is, and we're going to put it at the age of 16, because I keep pushing the boundary back, like, oh, 13, oh wait, no, they need to be registered. Okay, well, 14, okay, 16, because 16 is now going to be the threshold. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Because we keep pushing it back, and I just want to be able to, like, have a set point. And apparently, if they're going to be genetically reproducing at 16, then that is what I will determine as an adult. That would get me punched, especially when a really big guns like you do. Oh, thank you. Christ. This has been a nightmare scenario. Biotech, growth vats. Let's start making some of these, shall we? Okay, that should be a fine enough start. Just to have these, like, made and ready to go. Flying Chainsaws V2, thank you for following in the road. It's a pleasure to have you. You're having an amazing time here. Hopefully you're not just following for whatever reason you may have. Hopefully you're following because you like what I do and you like what I say, and you're not just following for any alternative movements. I don't think you would ever do that, but yeah, you're 14 now. That's great for you. We gotta keep you for 6 days. That's not too terrible. You have prosthetic. Can I take your leg? I cannot. Hey, Elcom, how you been? How's your day treating you? Hi. Today's been a fucking day. Is it okay to follow Bard only for his looks? My sources say no. I'm glad. I'm glad my Magic 8 Bard is able to do it. Legend, could you do me a favor? Because I think you have plenty of points. Can you let Chainsaw know why you should follow?
I don't got that Sigma grind set.
That works too.
Like Magical Bard does, everybody.
That works too.
I learned from him. When he pisses, I can only hope to get some of the trickle-down effect from his excellence. You feel me? When he farts, I can only hope that I'm in the same room as his flatulence of greatness. That's how it is.
That's how it is. Okay, man, I hope you're doing fine. I just had a whole talk about how I'm doing.
You got 30 seconds to give me a reason I should follow you. I got a fat dragon coming.
True. Look like he rumps. Oh, the big guy. Yeah, that's my buddy Snackies. He's a really good friend. Gotta do the wombo combo. Gotta do the wombo combo. Gotta hit him with both sides. Either I'm an amazing mentor and teacher, or you like me because I have a big dick. Just one of the two. Like, there's really no other reason why you should follow me. Either you like what I have to say and you think I'm a great mentor for your life, or you want a giant dick in your life. That's the options. I kind of want, like, something different. The only problem I have with this music, this playlist for YouTube is that it's very, very mundane. This works. Rest of the rant, hang in there. I appreciate you, Uncle. Gotta play some TLC Bard. I don't want no scrubs. Exactly. I'm glad someone understands. Declare those, you know. I do need to declare. It's very important. 1 second. I need more components. What we need. Okay, so you mentioned that. Let me tell you a little bit of a story once the song's done, because I really like this song. I like this song. It's a good song. Shouldn't be wanting this, thankfully. Actually, I appreciate you, Chainsaw. I appreciate you, because you've bothered me, boy. Hey, Snackies, how you doing? Welcome on in. You've given me the opportunity, Chainsaw, to test something that I can't test while offline. And we're gonna fuck with this while we're live, alright? I hope everyone's okay with that. Is everyone, okay, hold on. Is everyone okay with me testing something while I'm live? And possibly doing some edits while I'm live as well. Because currently right now we're just waiting for timers to tick down in RimWorld. How does this work? So if I play this, that's widget not overlay because there was not currently captured data from this session. Okay, why was there not captured data? Add section. Oh, is this how this works? Okay, hold on. So. What? Ah, that's cute. Okay. Okay, that's how that works. Got you. Okay. So then I want. How does this work normally? Subscribers and then add section. Wait. No, I want that and then chatters, or sorry. We'll do this, then this. Right? That's how that works? So it'd be raids, subscribers, and then chatters, and then... Okay, that's interesting. New follows. New... Kiara, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully I stream you alright. Bits as well. Actually, let's probably go up with these. Wolf. Hi, Wolf. How you doing? Sorry, I forgot if you preferred Wolf or Kiara. It's been a hot little moment, but hopefully you're doing alright. Sorry, we're currently testing something real quick. Because there was something I wanted to do, but I couldn't figure out how to do it while offline. I don't know if... How do I get this to trigger? I guess is the name. Here's my princess illustrated who I share. It's kind of like, got you. Quick meeting, yippee, yippee. Okay, hold on. Let me... So if I hit this button, it fades to black, and we get a little bit of a end credits. So that tests that it works. But, okay, but then how do I get it to play normally? Run credits when visible. Save. Are you ending? Oh, no, I'm not ending. I'm testing something, because I couldn't test it while live. But my question, end credits over cannot be run because there is not currently captured data from this session. Okay. We're gonna let that sit, I guess. Because, oh. Got you, okay, so that's just the testing. That's just testing. Okay, got you. Alright, I figured it out. Okay, we're good. Never mind, we're gonna let that sit there. No, we're good. We're all fine. I need to make a custom overlay for that, and that will be... there. Okay, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to make it so that at the end of stream, I could run credits. I could run credits, and it will show everyone who chatted, everyone who followed, everyone who subscribed, who get bits, all that kind of lovely jazz. As a kind of just like a thank you while we raid out, right? That's what I wanted to do, but I didn't know I had to like add sections to the very bottom of that. So that is separate. Also, we have ads starting in a minute 30. So Julie, I will answer your question after the ad break is done, just so you don't risk getting caught up in like, you know, ad hell while I'm giving you the explanation. Okay, but I'm glad I figured that out. I'm glad at least I have that figured out. That's for Borlight. How's the colony doing? I'm in a meeting and I missed a couple of the first words spoken. Oh, you're fine. So we're doing a colony of children only. And what I define as a child is up to the age of 17. 17 is going to be the cutoff point. Once they reach the age of 17, we banish them from the colony, and they are never to be seen again. The plan is that we're going to be extracting the embryos from 16-year-old girls, shoving them into growth vats, and we're going to be cloning children from the previous generation, and it's just going to be a constantly reforming cycle of children growing that way. Take them, forget them, and fail them. That's what I did. That's honestly fair. I'm sorry I asked. You're good. You're perfectly fine. Have you ever played Tomb Raider 20 year collection? Don't count it. Nope. Crow has been recruited. Welcome to the colony, Crow. You're decent at social. You're actually probably better as our cook at this point because you actually have cooking skill, unironically. Little lamplight situation. Yeah. We're playing as little lamplight. I think it's cute. But yeah, I'm gonna hold off on the answer because there are other people who play RimWorld here who might want my answer as well. That's really the only reason. But you're fine, Snackies. Also, I thought I gave this to Julie, but I guess I may have cleared it out when I did like a big purge of VIP lists. There you go. Julie, enjoy your little pink thing, because you are someone who deserves a little pink thing. I like you enough for you to have a little pink thing. What is it? That's 1,500. Okay, so we have plenty of steel. We need more components, but we have plenty of components. That Pro is currently watching Nat mine. Just whatever. Genetic supplier is not nothing. Cell, you're the talker of the colony? Yeah. Humanoid genome. Ooh, we can get into genetics shenanigans. That'd be kind of funny. I think I just want the medicine, really. And the advanced component? No, can't afford the advanced component. All right, we'll take the medicine. Because we don't have any medicine, so I'll take that. Oh, Christ. Okay, so you ask about quests. The way I handle quests is that there's a variety of different quests. And the first things I check are, who is it coming from? Because if it's coming from people I don't like, then it's typically whatever. But that doesn't mean, like, I'm gonna kick them to the curb immediately. It just means that I'm not gonna be, like, treating it with, like, the most priority. You guys are very bold and very brave, and none of you are women, unfortunately. And the... how to put it? Quests get broken up into a variety of different things. Typically, the quests you'll find most commonly, raid the Northmen, scour the battlefield for loot. Exactly. The quests you'll see most commonly are base defense, which is either you're taking an infestation, or you're summoning a mechanoid hide, or you're taking on raids. Building a structure, like they want you to build a monument and then keep it safe for some time. Visitor quests. Currently, Nelson is a visitor quest. He's just here. He has paralyptic aphasia, and I gotta keep him safe and, you know, here for his time. And the other one is a lot rarer, but it's like, hey, we want to buy like 30 chain shotguns from you, and they want you to make 30 chain shotguns and go, you know, to go trade to their nearest settlement. The big thing is I typically don't do the crafting ones, because very rarely do I have enough industry in place for me to be able to do the crafting ones. The defense ones can be tricky depending on what they're asking. Mech clusters are typically pretty safe to take, because most of the time a mech cluster is not, like, dangerous enough to really fuck you up. Typically, unless it's like a really high-paying one. And the other one is infestations. I rarely take, because infestations can get out of control very quickly. What is your problem? Ugly environment, you're naked. Okay, same shit as always, get over it. The way I prioritize quest payouts is advanced components are very good. Advanced components are expensive, they're hard to make, so, and they're needed for advanced research. So if you don't have one already, it's typically worth taking it. There's quests that pay you in silver. That's typically not worth it. Goodwill is very rarely worth it, unless you're really trying to push for like a more social trading kind of colony. Yeah, supply cash is okay. Save a guy is okay. Peace talks is never really worth it. Difficulty I'm playing on? No, your difficulty setting doesn't really change the... Well, it actually does. If you're playing on Phoebe Chillax, she's more likely to give you the pacifist ones, like go save a guy, supply cash, all that kind of stuff. Then Ideology also gives you your relic quests. These are chains, so you need to take the initial one, and then you'll get 5 more quests to get like info on your relic, and then once you have your relic, it's like a boon for your Ideology. Anomaly gives its own quests. Then Royalty gives its own quests, and any quests that give honor only really matter if you want to pursue, only really matter if you want to pursue the Royalty DLC, because honor is what gives your nobles higher ranks, and eventually the ability to like summon in, you know, workers or free soldiers or transport pods, whatever it may be. Well, I got the mods to make caravanning easier otherwise. I think the caravanning quests are going to be a lot easier. So what's this game about? Wormworld is a... Am I cool? Wow. Wow. Hi, Lich. How are you? RimWorld is a adaptive story-based game. So it is a game where you're building a colony on the Rim, and you're pretty much making whatever theme, whatever goal you want. Some people try to escape the world. Some people try to pursue a silly idea. Currently, we're trying to set up a child cloning factory, and it's very slow making, so I'm kind of just yapping while we get through the, go through the steps of that. Hi, Lich, how are you? I love you, you're amazing, and you're cool, and I might be, bothering you soon. It's a colony game, but it really is just an advanced just chatting stream. I'm sitting here talking the majority of the time. Yeah, because you're, I'm still hunting for, like, pianos to set up, because what I want to do, hold on, let me show everyone. So I have this cool program that I've like had sitting on my computer for ages, called Embers. Ah, cool, awesome. It's already captured. I don't know what's capturing. What layer are you on? What's capturing you? It's always just been a thing. What's capturing you? It's behind me. Oh, cool, awesome, yeah. I have this program called Embers, which lets me have like a piano roll on stream, and I want to eventually have a be able to do like piano streams. And Lich is an amazing musician, and I know they've been having a hard time, but I think Lich is again an amazing creator. They're an amazing friend. And I want everyone to go say hi to Lich, because I think they deserve the support, and I know that they are doing amazing things. Finally prepping to run my D&D campaign and set my verse. Hell yeah, I wish you the best of luck with that. And again, let me know if you need any advice, if you need any like guidance on stuff. You're talking to a guy who's lived and breathed D&D forever. Yeah, I want to eventually do music streams, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. But that requires me to have an instrument to do the music streams on. You know what I mean? So. That is a future thing to do. Okay, finally got this skill mined out. I can play the Megalovania on the piano. I think being able to play piano is a very impressive skill that not a lot of people fully appreciate. I want this chucklefuck to focus on crafting, because Nat has been doing a lot of nothing in regards to crafting, and we just need someone able to craft. Okay, you've fully cleaned out this. We're gonna move you up to here now to start clearing out this area. Self-taught piano? Nice. Piano is hard, but rewarding. It is a verb. I've done violin, viola, cello, bass. I tried to learn piano, but I didn't get to learn for very long, so I eventually lost access to one. I can't do woodwinds or brass because I have asthma and I can't hold the longer notes. Is that an air pressure thing to remove the pollution? So this little fucking thing, this pollution pump, it pumps water into the ground, and it draws the pollution up and then puts them in these little toxic, well, you can't see them because they decayed, but you put them into toxic waste packs, and then you can either freeze them, incinerate them, or just move the pollution elsewhere. I'm just getting the pollution out of our base because I don't have a guarantee that all the kids are going to be waster children. If you ever get back into playing piano, I can teach you. I will not be accepting that. I will be going to Lich, who I know is a accomplished music teacher. I help you. No, you're fine. I appreciate the offer, but I've already figured all that out. And I'm not going to be expecting Lich to do it for free either, even though they might insist or offer before that even becomes a conversation. First, I need to get a piano before that even becomes an idea in someone's head. I need to get a piano, and then we'll figure it out from there. One step at a time. Okay, we live with this life one step at a time. All right, yeah, you're wow, as soon as we have someone with actual cooking skill cooking, we've suddenly had a lot less of vomiting people. Crazy. As far as when literally one square of mud in the middle of the base and I can't, yeah, that'll wait. For shame. I mean, I can change it to a harpsichord. That's not terrible. We got batteries. Actually, say you don't want a hurdy-gurdy. I would love a hurdy-gurdy, unironically. I think a hurdy-gurdy great. Actually, we're gonna go to vanilla expanded, and we're going. What do we need for gas extraction? Smithing. Okay. Research smithing then. Oh my God, we have cloth. Oh, thank God, we have cloth. Oh, we can make stuff. Oh, we can make clothes. Guys, we've won. We've beaten the video game. We can make clothes. What are you doing? Cooking meals. That's the program. I was trying to look for that program. No. Yep. Embers is free. You can pay for an advanced version. I don't find the need to, but Warg revenge. Warg is getting revenge after being harmed. Who is harming the Warg? Who are you? Oh, a group of travelers. Just travelers passing by. All right. Fair enough. Don't die. Minor break risk Nat because Nat's in darkness and they want their propagandist apparel, whatever. Not assigned to tailoring. Can you tailor? Can. Not well, but you can. Run that door, I really want to learn cello. Cello is very expensive, but cello is a lot of fun. You feel really cool when you get good at cello, personally. I think learning cello is amazing. No biased opinion. Nat has gotten food poisoning from eating raw fungus. Are factually hot and cool and awesome. True. Do I get bard points now? You do get bard points. You absolutely do get bard points. Cello's like bass, but cool, and viola players are secretly envious. As a viola player, it's true. Cello players are very cool and very hot and very sexy, and you should admire them at all times. Shout out to Squeaky Chiona, who did a little song cover with me. And it was very fun and very cool, and I was very happy to partake in it. Look, don't we look so cool together? I think we look very cool together. My father's mandolin, I've been learning that. Fair enough. Yellows are cool. Cell is learning smithing so that we can get gas piping, and then we can go and build a gas extraction thing over this gas geyser, and then we'll pump that into the gas into our base, and then that will provide us with more power, better temp control. Nat is having a tantrum. Why is Nat having a tantrum? Because they're in an ugly environment. Well, that's their fault, really, when they think about it. But they won't think about it. They'll keep having their tantrum. Reinstall this, please, if you may. Well, like he was no longer useless, I want to learn it. So I claimed it. That's fine. Like if they didn't say anything, then I don't think they cared, to be honest. You stop. Thank you. We'll try to get you closed at the very least. At some point. We either steal it or claim it and know when it's no longer used. Yeah, and again, if they don't say anything, then it wasn't a problem. That's how I run things. If you had a problem with it, say something. If you don't got a problem with it, don't worry about it. We need... Oh, do we? We need, chem fuel production, right? Yeah. That's a... Well, actually, no, we're doing gas extraction. I wouldn't worry about it. The reason I'm doing gas extraction is because gas extraction just kind of works. It doesn't require, like, regular input. And so I'm not as, like, stressed out about trying to get everything, put together. We're also gonna need to build shelves at some point, so we're gonna build a steel shelf here. Be for clothing. Can you build that real quick, actually? And then storage, apparel. There we go. There you go. We can also get rid of this, because we're not really having more than one researcher anymore. Get all the cloth stored away. Crow, what are you doing? You got food poisoning. Very proud of you. I think it's level 4 cooking that they, like, they lose the incompetent cook debuff, I think. Alright. But we finally have cloth. A small ivory pocket knife. It was passed down from my great-grandfather to my grandfather to my father. Stole it from my grandfather, and then my older brother stole it from my father, and then they left it alone, so I laid claim to it, but now I can't find it, so I assume someone stole it from me. This is the way. This is the way. Theoretically, I have a hunting set that I am owed somewhere. Couldn't tell you where. Theoretically. Deconstruct that bench. Build this. And this can be for, clear all. This is going to be for, raw resources? Yeah, raw resources. 3 psychic damage. The annoying orange is the primordial VTuber. Not incorrect. The annoying orange, as much as people hate to admit it, is a precursor to VTubers. Much like how Vocaloids are. See, someone hates to admit it, but it's true. See, you're having food poisoning, which is slowing down your cooking speed, which makes it so. What is this? Lynx is desperate. They say their caravan is ambushed. Begs permission to stay. In return, they'll... I mean... welcome on in, I guess. Such a pleasure to have you. You know, it's great to have you here. If you don't mind, hey, can you, like, just head on over here out of curiosity? And, we can, once you get on over there, we'll make sure that your friend is perfectly fine. We can have you drop that. And this, and that. And this, and that. You don't need any of that. Perfect. Great. Love that for you. Let's just grab you. Don't worry about it. Let's just grab you real quick. I've grabbed spare time and all sorts of things from trinkets. I stole my coffee table. Had been a large feature of my childhood since I got my own home. I don't fault it. I've never had much. I've never been one to own much. Oh, that's great. That's great. Thanks for willingly coming with us. I appreciate you. So, anyways, let's Let's see here. Form tubal litigation? No. And IUD? No. What is it? Why can't I do? Oh, are you too old? Is that the problem? Extracted ovum and storage capital can then be fertilized by a man and finally implanted to a mother to start the pregnancy. Okay, but why can't I do it to you? That's kind of annoying. Well, I guess we're using you for medicine practice. Might as well get that that practice in while we can. Where'd the insects go? Oh, they're still there. Oh, so he actually broke the hive, which is gonna kill that insect hive. Oh, perfect organ harvesting. Love it. You're doing great. Keep it up. So you lost a lung, you lost a kidney. Going for your liver next. And that killed you. Unfortunate. Well, we got 3 organs, just in case. And that was actually a really good haul of medical experience. Good on you. All right. So, unfortunately, we cannot have prisoners have their eggs extracted, which is a bit unfortunate. They have to be part of our colony. So that line of you know, ethical questioning has officially been broken, unfortunately. So the alternative is that we now have to go ahead and... Why are you starving? Fucking go eat something. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're not on a work schedule. Should be. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean we now have to, like, you know, make... like, raise people normally. Which is unfortunate, just in the fact that it takes longer. So we need to wait for, Theria and Nat to hit the age of 16. Which, it's not too far away. It's gonna be a little bit longer. Get these bodies out of here. Also, we can make this not a prisoner room anymore. Now that I know that doesn't work the way I was hoping it would. Things never work out the way I want them to, you know? A bit unfortunate, really. So, can you make these batteries? I'd appreciate that. Also, we can work on making this AC vent now. Just keep the temperature balance a little bit better. Okay, and then we make you. Come on. Hurry up. Or you start whining about not having enough food or something. Thank you. Alright. So now we have an AC unit, now we have a heater. Our temperature should be pretty balanced throughout the colony. Do we have a construction requirement for these? I don't think we do. Okay, yeah. So Excel does need to make these before we kick him out. Alrighty. RimWorld allows war crimes like child soldier, but not war crimes like operating on prisoners of war. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like RimWorld is always a little bit of a mess on what is and is not allowed. And I find what their like where the line in the sand is very very funny sometimes because the line is never clear. It's never consistent. It's never a place I feel like it should be. Oh, Christ. That's still in a wandering days. That's fine, I guess. Not really, but I have to say it's fine. I legally have to say it's fine. Go chop some more wood. We are running low on wood again. Bro is getting... Bar, do you have any food suggestions for me to eat, bro? Also, good morning. Good morning to you. I like waffles. Waffles, I think, are an amazing breakfast if you live in America. Was causing unemployment because their parents couldn't get jobs. Should I play Tropico on stream? Is that something people would be interested in? I only have Tropico 5. I don't have Tropico 6. But I do have... Does this game have DLC? This game has DLC, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. I don't have any of the DLC either. What's Tropico? So Tropico is a game where you're playing as a Banana Republic dictator. And it's a city builder. It's a comedic city builder based on the fact that you are a Banana Republic dictator during the Cold War. Should Wolfens make waffles for breakfast? Decidedly so. Well, there you go. The Magic 8 Bard said so. I do because I'm born in America. I do waffles. Waffles. You're welcome. Sounds funny. So yes. Do I change stream to Tropico right now? Is the other question. Probably not. Probably not a healthy decision. We're getting raided by a guy with a knife. They're attacking immediately. Throughout time, actually, from colonial times to modern times. True. Though the funny part is during the Cold War. Where are you going? What are you doing? Alright, go get him. Go get him, Chief.
You know, I don't got that Sigma grind set like Magical Bard does, everybody. I learned from him. When he pisses, I can only hope to get some of the trickle-down effect from his excellence. You feel me? When he farts, I can only hope that I'm in the same room as his flatulence of greatness. That's how it is.
That's how it is. Oh my god, we're making clothes, finally. This is a goddamn miracle for this colony. Hi, Zuchi, how are you? Welcome on in. Oh, you are on the nudist apparel. That's how it is. Snackies recently has been doing Expedition 33, and after he's done with that, we might be doing other stuff, scheduling permit. Though nothing has been set a stone as of yet, so you might get some late night pings from me on me accompanying a friend on their channel. Chat, Bully Bar to do I'm not playing Expedition 33. I refuse. I'm not doing it. I heard French games. Really enough, in Tropico it's hard to run dictatorships than just running a rigged democracy. Isn't that a little on the nose? Why not? Because I said so. Bard is allergic to the French? Correct, I hate Bretonians. No, it's just, I don't think I would enjoy it. I really don't. I really don't think I would enjoy it. It's... I've watched the gameplay, and it's just like, not... It hasn't caught... It doesn't catch me. And, like, I don't want to be a grumpy wart shitting on everyone's favorite little indie game, so I'm not gonna do it. Game. But it's not everyone's cup of tea or coffee. Oh, did someone say coffee? If you do !coffee, and you can go to gatashacoffee.com/bard and get 5% off your order and support the channel. That'd be crazy if you did that. Fairly easy to run propaganda that makes people vote for policies against their interests. Correct. Isn't that a little too accurate? Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Wind, Blessed Blade of the !coffee. The more positive the literal name of the bill, the worse its contents. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, God, I don't know if people want me to get into that conversation. Hi, Jackie. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, we also need to make some child clothing. We also need to make yeah, it's whatever. Let me finish making the t-shirts. Oh, Christ. Because, hey, if you limit education and encourage patriotism, you'll go completely unquestioned. Exactly. Kasha Coffee is good stuff. If people want coffee and support bar, where's I'll tell you. Thanks, Magic 8 Bard. Appreciate you. You can sometimes set the bill, the worst. Alright, t-shirts have been made. We have clothing. What do you mean? Do appreciate you guys, by the way, and playing along with it. I know a lot of people buy Atasha Coffee, not because they don't care about the product or they don't care about me. It's just generally kind of hard to like the shipping costs are kind of hard if you live internationally. But I do appreciate everyone who does like buy anything from Atasha Coffee, because I applied a while ago to their like partner program because I feel like I have like the moral, you know, ground to be like able to work with them. But the problem is that I don't think I'm gonna get it if my sales aren't great. And I'm not gonna sit here and expect you guys to buy Atasha Coffee. Honestly, if you wanted to financially support me, you know, direct donations always go farther. But at the same time, if you want something for your contribution, I do think that Atasha Coffee is a very good service to buy. Personally, I believe Legend bought some Atasha Coffee. The Magic 8 Bar is against capitalism. Understood. But the big thing is that I generally it does go a long way, and I do appreciate all the support that I get given, regardless, no matter the form, no matter capacity. Hi Bart, how are you today? I'm doing my best. We were talking about money woes earlier. How I'm trying to be a better content creator. How I'm trying to be a better this, that, the other thing. Like I'm just kind of talking out my ass today. I had a whole big yapping, bitching, whining sesh, but it's fine. Like I'll at the end of the day, I will be fine. It's just right now that we're in a little bit of a jostled bit of a time period. It's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard out here, and it's something that you know, hard to put in perspective. That was a yap. That sounds about yeah. Yeah. Currently we're just kind of waiting for timers to tick through as we get research done. The system is rigged. Yeah, so pretty much the system is rigged because for those who don't know, I am an American citizen. However, I've moved to Germany. And I'm currently in a situation where the benefit system wants me to either get a job in Germany or join a German integration course. I cannot get a job in Germany because I don't speak German well enough. I can't speak German well enough because I haven't had the time to focus in learning on German in a consistent format because I've been worried about money. And I've been worried about money because the job center does not want to give me the benefits that they, say that I'm legally owed. However, the alternative is I go get a German integration course, but the German integration course won't take me because we haven't had enough people sign up for the English version of the integration course, or that's, what I'm theorizing, right? And if I can't get into the integration course and they want me to get a job, but I can't get a job because I don't speak German. I don't speak German because I can't get in the integration course. And I can't do any of that. And while I'm worrying about all that, I can't, spend time studying German on my own because I'm worried about money. I'm worried about money because I don't get benefits from the job center. And so because I'm always worried about money, I'm always working on content creation. I'm always working on content creation, I get burned out. And because I'm burned out, I'm not doing as well as content creator as I should be. So it's just a constant self-feeding negative cycle of everything is wrong, and until anything gets fixed, nothing will get better. And that is the life that I live. Come back to America and sink with the ship. I deny in making any commentary. Germany is the oldest bureaucracy in Europe for a reason? Exactly. So do you get more Americans to Germany? Yes. Snackies, you know damn well, if I tried to come back to America, I'd be stopped at the gate and I'd be shipped off to Brazil. I will save Kova, thank you. It looked like you just had a hyper sweet silent take. Yes. I had that. See, I talk about like filtering my dialogue and like just letting go a little bit more often. I'm glad I filtered what I was thinking. Because what I wanted to say, I'm not legally allowed to say. System is made so people can't make sweeping changes quickly, which is understandable. Yeah, it's good that no one group can make a sweeping change in Germany. I feel like that's good. I feel like they had a little bit of a time period. Or so German without being German, it's hilarious. Unironically, my entire life has been built for me becoming German. I just need the language, and I would fit right in, honestly. Also, we're finally getting stone blocks made. Thank Christ. So we're actually going to be able to build other stuff. Pro got level 4 cooking. Good for them. Alright, however, Excel finally has clothes, which means we shouldn't be dying of hypothermia nearly as quickly during this season, at the very least. The system in Germany is currently overlooked because of such a war in Ukraine. I know. It happens. It's not something that I'm, like, crashing. Like, as much as I bitch and moan, it's still better than my life would be in America. Like, as fucked up as it is, my life in America was really that bad. So you have a cello? I used to. Not anymore. Yeah, life is better. It's just, I'm in a very, like, unstable time period, and it's upsetting. And that's really all I can say on the matter. It's just upsetting. I don't feel like I have stability, and I wish for a day in my life that I would have stability again. I don't think I've had it for the past. I'm 27 now. I left home at 18. I don't think I've had stability for almost a decade now. And that's no way to live, you know? Okay, we're getting this pollution cleared up. I mainly do. Okay, so again, the reason we're waiting for pollution to get cleared up is because Crow is a baseliner, and they do not have the tox immunity that others have. So, now the question, Crow's female. Crow also needs to get named. Wheel of names. I did update my subscriber list, so if you have subscribed in the past month, you're now on the list. And if you wish to be named in any of my colonies, I do update this list at the start of every month. And this is going to be, congrats to Rat. Getting renamed from Crow to Rat. All caps, even. Is Snacky's there? Snacky's is on the wheel, yes. Are you surrounded? Yeah, okay, so you have tox protection. Yeah? You do. Okay, cool. I've had since I was 7 years old, but that's why I'm more. Return never to find this ability one day. Exactly. Exactly. Floors. Okay, we can actually make some floors now, which I'm kind of pleased about. Go ahead and lay down some marble tiles here. I'm going to take Excel off of construction. Well, he's already off of construction. Area can, well, God, I wish we had more children. In a company, we already have a retired German teacher who helps people who don't speak German at the company's expense. Yeah. Playing in the Melodica, I had 37 million. I need to buy a new one because my last one got ruined due to too much water in it. Yeah. Hits you. I'm waiting for an uneventful year. I wish I could stop living through eventful moments in the world. I wish life would just calm the fuck down for a second. I wish we all could just live, man. I was talking to the Lich earlier about the piano thing. They said I need to get a weighted keys. So if I go to Amazon right now, I'm kind of curious. Weighted piano. 88 key. Speakers, USB MIDI, that's alright. Question is, are you weighted? Or are you... lightweight. Touch sensitive. You're touch sensitive, you're not weighted. Semi-weighted. 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 You're weighted, but you're also a full thing that I don't think I have space for. It's a bit unfortunate. Semi-weighted. All the ones that will, like, I could put on my desk are... You're weighted. Got you. Okay, that's a bit rough. Okay. Doomed to live in interesting times. Weeks where decades happen. Weeks where decades happen. That is definitely a phrase, I would say. You can't make these because your skill's too low, but you can start researching at the very least and, you know, keep the research going while we're improving our life. Well, and the thing about, like, the fall of Rome, right, is people saw the fall of Rome, like, historically as, like, it happened in a day. It really didn't. It was a very steady decline that, like, anyone who knew what the fuck was going on could very visibly see. And I think that's the fucked up part, honestly. Is that, like, you can watch, you know, time change before you and realize there isn't anything you can do about it. Rome is arguably... Okay, listen. Put that away. Put it. Rome is done. Okay, let it be. Rome is dead. Alright, you have cooking for. Great. You have shamblers wandering around, but the shamblers really aren't that big of a deal. They're not gonna... I don't think they attack. Rome is never dead. Rome is dead. Rome is gone. So, you need to do... Says the German? Yes. Yeah. Was ist damit? The German has the gall to say the road. You all not fight right now, please, and thank you. I would love that if you didn't do that. Wanderer joins. Tail. An art student named Tail has joined. Hi, Tail. How old are you? You're 80. Can I extract your ovaries? Damn it. Get out of here. Actually, come here real quick. Didn't Rome die many years ago? Is that an American joke? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of arguments of like, when did Rome actually die? Did it die, you know, when Western Rome fell? Did it die when the Byzantine Empire fell? Did it die when the Ottoman Empire fell? Did it die when the Holy Roman Empire fell? Is it still alive because the Vatican is still a thing? Like, you know, it's that whole conversation. Hi, thanks for showing up and delivering a bunch of stuff. Now get out of here. You're 80 years old. You're too old to be here. Okay, we almost have gas extraction done. We're gonna go ahead and... That is in the pipe network section. So, I like the gas extraction from Vanilla Expanded, because it means you can, like secure these little things and do a bunch of gas-powered, products without having to rely on electricity, which is a lot of empires claim succession to Rome, including Russia. According to Russia, they are also, yeah, Russia is another group of people that claim to be the follow-up to Rome, and that's an opinion. That's for sure. Excel, go talk to them real quick. Oh, hey, it's Goshawk. What? What the fuck is Goshawk doing here? What? That's crazy. Huh. Wait, did Goss support this game? Or is Goshawk... That's weird. I didn't expect that. You can take these organs. In exchange, I'll take... your gold. Yeah. Let's do it. In my personal opinion, Rome died when the Byzantines, the impact Rome had. To me, Rome died when the first Rome died. And that's the end of that conversation. Rome died when the actual Roman Empire died. And the last Roman Empire, yeah, was deposited. But yeah, that's when I consider Rome to have died. I will not take any other arguments as to what, you know, when Rome died. because the identity of Rome then got shattered from that point forward. It is not like, you know, people will claim to have continued been representing Rome from there on out, but, you know, their claims are more for the prestige of what Rome was, and not that they had legitimate claims, and that is my whole rant on the topic. To conflate it with American politics, it's like some people claiming to have ended slavery when those people have completely changed their identity since then. And then, you know, they've inverted their roles to give a light, you know, claim. You can claim to have been the group of people to do something, or to have represented a certain culture, but the culture and the identity have such changed drastically that you are no longer the original, and I will not be ship of Thesising the Roman Empire. A pack of 4 wild rats. Okay. Sure. I'll take the Glory World medicine for it. Sure. Especially while we have a trader standing outside. I don't care. I make pretty bit of Skaven. There is a Skaven mod for RimWorld. That is something that you can be done. Where are the rats? Down here? No, those were below. Where are the rats? Oh, there's the rats. Oh, they're going after the Shamblers. Okay. I mean, that works for me. Well, the rats lost. Well, kind of tied, really, but... Gas extraction done, hell yeah. Is there a halfling Shire mod for the RimWorld? Is there a RimWorld mod for... Or not RimWorld, a Lord of the Rings mod for RimWorld? That's a great question. Workshop. Lord of the Rings. There's elves, Lord of the Rims. That's... What the fuck? Oh, that's about... Lord of the Rims, the Third Age. Removes all items in this trailer go beyond medieval, adds for balance new content, adds selected, mod order, simulated doors expanded, Third Age, recommended. 1.5 is here. Okay, reporting issues. Okay, well, what do you actually do? Lord of the Rims, Wizardry, Ents, Men, Beasts, Dwarves, Elves, Hobbits. There it is. There it is. You can make the little tree, make a little hobbit with the doors and the carpets. Yeah. Hobbit race, Hobbit started scenario, Shire as a faction, mountable with giddy-up ponies, pipeweed plants that can be harvested for hobbits to smoke. Hobbit apparel, backpacks, weapons, doors, walls, and plantable party tree. Only requires Jux tools, doors expanded, and humanoid aliens races. And then there's updated versions as well. So you're gonna have to go look for some of these. They haven't been updated for a while, but they should still work. So yeah, you could do Lord of the Rings RimWorld if you wanted to. Doesn't need updates. Well, it's more of like a like if it hasn't gotten updates, you're probably have to roll back the version or like, you know, make sure that like other mods aren't conflicting. It's more of like a stability thing, not that it's needs like updates. So if you do decide to do that, let me know. And if you run into problems, I could probably help figure out what's going on. So what are you doing? I think you're just kind of shuffling stuff around at the moment. Jesse, you could get a pretty easily sub for the little hairy hungry guys genotype. You could. Okay. So we now have access to pipes. So mods stable. My sources say no. Okay, well, there you are. We now have access to pipes, so we can do hexelium pump, and then run a gas pipe out here to here to here into here, which does require that I probably deconstruct that. The howitzer men are attacking with... Okay, this guy actually has uranium plate armor. And this guy has steel plate armor. So they have two guys in plate with shotguns. That's not great, admittedly, but I think they're still going to go after the bugs, unironically. You can't build that there. Can you get that pipe made? Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so we'll get this pipe network put up. We need to get gas tanks built. Then we need to, just in case things break, we also need to get a gas-powered generator made. Preferably in a more reasonable position. And then we need to get a gas power stove so that we can actually start cooking normally. We can get a gas powered heater. We can get a gas powered cooler next to it. That will balance out the temperature here. We get a gas powered smithy put down here. Cool. And then that should work out pretty well, I think. Should. They're beginning their assault. Where are they going? Are they going to the bugs or are they going towards me? They're going towards me. Okay, that's a little unfortunate, but we can figure it out. So, we do need everyone to come out and fight. Rat, what is your... You have no real preference. You can take a gun. Of course they go after that. Of course they're just gonna fuck that up real quick. Because why would they not? See if we can't bait them into the traps. That's my... Okay, yep, that's one. Great. Can you please stop breaking that? I literally just built that. Oh, we got a hit. That's good. Yeah, they split up. This guy's wearing steel plate, which is actually kind of good against us. Hey, Nat, you can go if you're having such a hard time. No, because you're gonna walk right into this line of fire. Come on. There you go. All right, we downed them. Trip them. Before they get back up. Yeah, that's what I figured. Unfortunate, but it's not that big of a deal. We lost some components, but we'll recover. Alrighty. I'm not gonna take you in. I have no reason to take you in. You can sit out there and die on the toxic fallout. Also need to reclose that door. Alrighty. That's perfectly fine. So yeah, you could do, I kind of wanted to, I meant to do it last time, but I didn't have the means to, or like we were busy with Medieval Overhaul. I wanted to do a Star Wars Rimworld colony, where I was making a Jedi temple or a Sith temple for May the 4th, and I'll probably do that next year if I'm still streaming. I'm probably gonna still be streaming that period, but that's my plan for Star Wars next time, or whenever Star Wars becomes like trending or relevant, most likely. We'll reseal that off because I don't need that anymore. We have a lot of work that's just kind of getting walked around at the moment. I don't know what you're doing entirely, if I'm being honest. Like, for real, but I don't know what you're doing. We can get rid of... You just build shit. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna... Yeah, that's the problem. You're set to haul as a higher priority. I need you to build stuff. Okay, so I was really hoping you'd do anything other than that, but that's fine, I guess. At least you're getting work done. Cheers to you, Kova. Alright, let's spread the... not one to comment on ads, but that one just said brace your urethra for turbulence. Well, you should... Alright, is your urethra braced? Is it? Because you better brace that shit if they're telling you to brace it. This can also be for apparel. I ain't putting a brace anywhere near it. You better. I don't know what's coming for your urethra, but it better be braced by the time whatever it is shows up. I'm not lying. If they're telling you to brace your urethra, you better listen. I wish I knew what you were doing. It seems like you're just doing, like, one task at a time. Okay, there you go. Now you're at least, like, finishing shit. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I was sitting on... I was like, what is stabbing me in the leg? I've apparently been sitting on a pair of scissors this entire time. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. I've apparently just been sitting on a pair of scissors. I'm very annoyed by that fact. I've been raided. I was messing with a pair of scissors and I was sitting on it. Like, what do you want? They're attacking immediately, I think is what it said. Yeah, where are they going, though, is, I guess, the question. Going up there. Okay. Excel, you should be able to handle this. Okay, don't break my fucking AC unit because you're mad, Chief. And we got malaria. Hooray. Love that for us. Hold on. Actually, can you open that door for him? We got it. Nat and rat. Okay. Anyways. You should be prioritized to doctoring, right? Yeah. This is why we took the medicine. Malaria. 107% tend quality. That is a really good tend. And you got 78%. Okay, we're good. We're fine. Drop them like 3. Don't worry about it. This is why they won't let you to German school, stabbing the kids with scissors. Okay, so school story time. Little bard story time. When I was in middle school, okay, we were in physics class. And what we were learning was about momentum. And so to learn about momentum, what we were meant to do is we were meant to take these toothpicks and we were meant to start structuring little roller coasters out of toothpicks and popsicle sticks to make a little roller coaster that a little race car was going to go down and jump off a ledge, and we had to build a roller coaster that the race car would go down the track, do a loop, and after going down the loop, launch off the end and land in a specific area. Didn't have to like go, you know, in a spot, like a direct spot, but I had to go within an area, right? And so we're sitting here, we're just making our structures. You know, some kids made them a little too short because I think they misunderstood what the fuck we were doing. Other kids said, well, I can't possibly fail if I just make it as tall as me. Which was not the assignment either. So they started working. So I'm sitting here, I'm doing my math, I'm measuring out like how tall I need to make this roller coaster. And this kid sitting next to me, who I never liked this kid. I'll be honest, I never fucking liked this kid. He's like looking at this like popsicle stick that he broke. And he's sitting here like, hey, can you tell me if this hurts? And he just full force stabs me in the arm with a popsicle stick. Like with a broken popsicle stick. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? And the teacher is like, what the hell was that screaming for? And I'm now bleeding from my arm because I have a piece of wood wedged in my fucking arm. And the teacher is like, this is why I can't do anything with you kids, because you're building a roller coaster and you still manage to stab each other somehow. Like, I purposely gave you popsicle sticks because I didn't think it'd be possible, but I guess we're doing this. And so I go running down the hallway. The teacher calls the nurse office ahead of time, and the principal comes running my direction. He's like, oh, hey, are you okay? And I was like, no, I got stabbed. And she's like, yeah, I heard. Let's take a look. He's like, oh, okay. Because he didn't just stab. Apparently, he then tried to, like, peel it back out and, like, lifted the skin a bit. So I get stabbed with a wooden popsicle, and I'm just, like, I'm not gushing blood, but it's a steady stream constantly going down. I go to the nurse's office. They give me some gauze. We wrap it around. Like, I'm fine. I'm gonna live. It's not gonna get infected or anything. But I'm just so annoyed that, like, hey, can you tell me if this hurts? No shit, it hurts. What the hell is wrong with you? I hate people sometimes, honestly. I do. Okay, so we have gas now, which is gonna fill up these gas tanks. It powers this gas generator. We can build probably a second one, honestly. That's hiding in the room. That's fair. I'm also gonna move these vanometric power cells to over here as well, just so that they're a bit more defended. I feel pain. Do other people feel pain? Yeah. Pretty much that conversation. We're getting off of wood fire energy. We're getting into renewable sources of energy. We're getting to natural gas energy, thankfully. Okay. Oh, that needs power as well. or of height. Okay, so outside it's -10, inside it's perfect 20. Okay, we have finally achieved some semblance of warmth within our home. I might. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're fine. This door needs to be left open. All right. Other research that needs to be done. While we wait for these kids to age up into 16-year-olds. Theria's 15. Nat's 3 seasons away from becoming 16. All right. Cool. So, deconstruct that. We stop just walking past it. Just deconstruct it. We can get rid of this fireplace. We can build... We can take this. Paste that here. So now we have an actual stove. And we're cooking, you know, we're actually cooking now. We're getting floors laid down. Like, this is starting to look like an actual place people live in, rather than just a hole in the wall. And it's only taken 97 days of RimWorld to get to this point. It's only taken 97 days of RimWorld to get to this point. Are you proud of me, guys? This is why I can never do, like, the 100 days of RimWorld challenges. I'm really not that great at this game, admittedly. Like, I know a fair bit. I'm really not that great at this game. Thank you for the head pets, Jackie. Give off heat? It doesn't. Okay, yeah, it doesn't give off heat. We also need to get lights in here now. Look at that. Look at that. Also, I think it has a higher work speed factor than, works again unless you curate your mod list to artificially enhance the odds. Yeah, that's fair. I'm currently working on getting, like, some of this, like, figured out. Like, getting the room walls smoothed out, so they stop flipping out about bad bedrooms. That's the main thing. We get this main area, like, smoothed out so the kitchen is a little bit, or the dining room is a bit more logical. We'll go ahead and slap down a door here just to kind of, like, designate that this is a separation, right? And then we can go ahead and do this. Cancel that. Alrighty. Giant crowned silkies have joined the colony. I don't care. Actually, I really don't. And we won't be tending animals. Like, let's be real here. We don't have the means to take care of animals. Alrighty. So, with all that said and done, what's Rat doing? Rat is nature running through the caves. Understood. Is fleshing out his room. They're eating raw mushrooms, but that's not that big of a deal. Nat is starting to smooth out the walls. Or Nat and Thay are starting to smooth out the walls. Ah, look at this place. It's so nice now. This is turning it from a dull bedroom to at least a little bit better a bedroom. Smoothing out the walls will make it better, and that'll improve their mood a little bit. I think it's 40 for the first threshold. This is getting, like, this dining room needs to get smoothed out because it kind of just, I don't know, it counts as the entire area for cleanliness, so that will also like lower the food poisoning risks that we've been dealing with. I'm also going to do a storage here. For meals and raw food. What do we call this? Raw fungus. That way we don't have to go through this room every time we want to go get something. Also working on these bordering tiles improves both the room inside and the dining room itself, so that's going to just kind of help that a little bit. I don't know. We're finally making progress. We're finally like looking like a group of people that should live, and all it took was waiting for these people to be 15 years old. They've lived here for a very long time. And they're finally like making a life for themselves, and it's gonna really suck that I had to kick them all out when they turn 17. But that's just how it be sometimes, you know? Oh, are we out of steel? We are out of steel. Kind of awkward. Let's go ahead and mine out this deposit down here. Let's finish off these deposits down here, and then we'll worry about the others. I'm kind of waiting for my next big caravan to come, and then I want to, like, lead them out. I don't know. It's kind of hard to get a caravan to help with these ancient dangers in here. I could just set a line of, like, spike traps, which is what I may end up doing. Rat's still at growth tier 5, so they're gonna have decent traits when they age up. Oxalopes. Okay. I'm feeling proud of this group so far. Like, you know, they've survived as best they can, but it's gonna get very weird soon. Because essentially we're gonna be restarting the cycle all over again, right? It's gonna be a never-ending, like, we never reach a point where like things are okay. Right? We're never gonna get to that point. It's always going to be a constant, like, we need to eventually automate our defenses, because now that we're starting to scale up our, like, standard of living, we're going to be having a harder time maintaining the, like, oh, hey, it's 2 guys raiding us with a knife. Like, our last raid was 2 guys in full plate with shotguns. That could have been scary if it wasn't for these spike traps that we had. But we need to automate our defense systems, and that's becoming more and more unavoidable. So I think the next thing to do would be machining into gun turrets. So that's 2,500 points of restoration research that we need to do. That I don't know if we're gonna be able to do easily. We can also do IEDs. IEDs could be fun. Hydroponics is definitely a must-have. For this group, anyways. I think having 5 growth vats is fine enough. Growth vats actually don't take that much. Oh, it's 200 when active. Got you. Okay, so that's gonna be 1,000 watts of power needed. 120, 240, 360, 480, 600. We have enough excess power now. Vicky has crash landed. Hi, Vicky. You're a hussar. That is actually something I am interested in. How often can you extract? That's a great question. I don't know. Oh, say, can you do doctoring? Can. You might have to tend without medicine. They're gonna die. I haven't done the growth vat children at all, so like that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to find out as we kind of go through this. I'm kind of learning as we go during this playthrough because I didn't really do any research ahead of time. All right, we'll stop the bleeding first. Okay, and then we can rescue you the rest of the way. Having a hussar is not bad because they have a genetic boon to soldiering, and they're so how's the little lamplight playthrough going? It's rough right now. We're trying to find someone whose ovaries I can extract, like this. It will anger them. I don't care. Take her ovaries. Thank you. Remember, you might get two-person before they turn 17, but kind of talking out my ass. That's fair. These infection. Vicky got an infection. That's fine. Operations. Okay, yeah, I've already done that. So we can have Excel fertilizes, and then we insert into a growth vat. Vicky has now gotten several infections, and not much to be done about it. Can we have this insert into a growth vat sooner rather than later, please? Can you insert into a growth vat, please? There you go. Thank you. All right, we are making our first baby. In 9 days, we will have our first child. We'll inspect their genes. So this child is going to... This child is going to be is how it's going to be. I really think that that's... I have no high hopes for this child, but this child is going to be 6 today. Okay, just keep the child fed. They do inherit the total antitox lungs. I was hoping they'd inherit better traits. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was hoping, but they did lose the what was it? The other they lost a bad at art trait. Oh, Vicky's gone berserk. That's not great. Rat, put him down. Back in the cell you go. You're actually very dangerous, I'm not gonna lie. Because hussars have unstoppable, hyper-aggressive, reduced pain, psychically deaf, super fast wound healing. Like, they're meant for fighting, right? So, like, generally kind of concerning. Go ahead and preach health to Vicky. Actually, you can't, because they're not the same ideology as me. If we can't get another embryo out of Vicky, that's fine. I just needed, like, one. Get this ball rolling to be our first test. To make sure this works the way I think it should. We're going to amputate your right arm because you're going to die at the current rate. Yeah, you're gonna die if we keep your right arm. So, bye to your right arm, I guess. Area revealed. I revealed more components. That's good. Pick those. Wait, so you can extract from prisoners after all? I guess, yeah, I guess the other one was, like, too old. I think that was the issue. Well, actually, no, she wasn't a prisoner when I went to extract, is the thing. She was a guest. So I can extract from guests, but I can't extract from prisoners. Which, that's a moral line that I find very interesting. Accept that. Are you gonna recover? I think you should. Yeah, you'll be fine. I'm going to let you go. Don't get me wrong, we are letting you go. Just because you have done us a good service. I just wanted your embryo, mainly. I think that's an exploit countermeasure. Possibly? I have no idea. Remote's typically not that bad about, like, exploits or stuff like that, you know? Like, they typically don't care the majority of the time. They only care, like, if it's, like, horrendously game-breaking. I don't think this one is gonna be it. You don't roll a caravan of eggs, I guess. Hormone encourages the efficient use of resources. Yes, it does. And your prisoners are also a resource. Alright, we'll let you go. Set prisoner to release. We're not that much of monsters. I just wanted your eggs. Oh, perfect. Get on out of here. Thanks for everything. That's fucked up. That whole situation, a little fucked up. Anyways. Oh, they exited the map healthy. Yeah, see, you're fine. Like, I'm not a terrible person. I just want their embryos. It's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a little embryo harvesting. Okay, so our moods are improving now that we actually have, like, a standard of living, which I'm happy about. Don't get me wrong, I am happy about this. I think we need to get Theria's bedroom put together next. And then all the bedrooms will be floored, finally. On day 102. We're getting there. What's the temperature in here? Okay, so the temperature in our base is getting a little cold, but I think that's just because we need another heater. So I'm going to just deconstruct that one. We're gonna build another heater, like, along the pipeline here, just so I don't have to, like, build another one. Storage. Put this for weapons, I think. Also need to build another trade beacon here, so that orbital traders will see everything in this room as well, and not just what's in this room. Alright, so what affects birth quality? I guess is my question. First of all, we can get rid of this prison tile, though I will need to get that at some point. While growing or gestating, the vat must be fed. Gestating an embryo takes twice as much accelerating child's growth. Embryos are gestated for 9 days before a baby is formed. Child growth can only be accelerated up to 18, but not beyond. While growing, a child's skills will slowly increase. Children and grow the rate will have lower skills and gain fewer passions than normal. Devices, chemical ingestion, growth fats are often used quickly manufactured engineered workers or warriors. But what affects? Is it just the sterilization of the place? Probably. If that's the case, then we probably want to get into sterile environments and get like sterile flooring put in here. That'd be my guess, anyways. Also, I forgot. There's one thing I wanted to do. We're gonna slap down right here. Just to remember who we are. War merchant from Asgo Confederacy. Probably don't have much that I want, but we'll see. See, your room's already looking better. It's not as terrible. I think you're overreacting about the stack of bricks in your room, personally. Yeah, it's kind of nutty how much like just raw building materials are. Like how much they negative. It's a minus 13 for just some bricks sitting in your room. Kind of stupid when you ask me, but vomit I understand. Vomit I fully get, but I wouldn't compare vomit to a pile of bricks. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the big things I wish Wormworld kind of rebalanced was their valuation of certain items within a environment. Because too frequently I look at something like, really? Really? Hold on. I'll give an example. 1 second. Sell all this garbage. We're not using any of that. These are too low quality to be using. Size caps are terrible. We're not using the wooden armor. We're not using the lizard leggings or the batwool leggings. You have a bunch of bows. Go take a lung. I'll sell you a lung. Yeah, I figured you didn't have much that I would want. Take your medicine, though. But like if we take a look at like rat, right? Or not rat. There's some stuff that is like I'm trying to find like a good example, right? Doing my best. I'm doing my best to try to find an example here. Because most of these are typically like within line of each other, right? Like being sick and being cold, yeah, I can understand like why that'd be kind of comparable. 8 without a table is like the meme negative debuff. Being hungry should not be a -6. Like, it should not infect that mood so terribly that, like, it fucks up your entire day. Like, being bored is terrible. But, like, there's also, like, the fact that I'm hungry is a -5, right? But then banishing a colonist is a -6. So, throwing someone out into the wilderness who was your friend and your comrade is comparable to being hungry. I don't jive with it, personally. I don't think that's entirely correct, but it's whatever, world. Do what you want to do. How's our little child doing? Alrighty, but we get our first statue. Look at me! It's a me! I think it's cute. I think it's adorable. I think it's the smallest little thing in the world, and I love it dearly. Just told my child to pound sand, but I feel a raindrop, and now I feel awful. Exactly. Thank you for the head pats, Jackie. It adds a lot of beauty to the room, which is quite valuable. This piece bears a depiction of a sky illuminated in the blues and the whites illuminated grassland. 4 locusts wander peacefully. The style is amateurish yet attractive with real elements. The image is broadened by hundreds of lines. The portrayal tells the story of the time polar lights shone over Crow's encampment on 11th December 5501. There's also this trap indoors that I kind of want to reposition. I'll like put it over here. Okay, so we need to steel tiles, give a bonus to medical. Or should we, we don't have enough silver for that. We're just gonna go ahead and steel tile this entire room. That should increase the birth quality, I think. Storm, welcome on in. How you doing? How's life treating you? That, I mean, hopefully increases the birth quality rate. So 70%. This is increasing the cleanliness a little bit, Also, we're gonna turn this into our surgery room anyways, so might as well make it a little bit more sterile. If I was where I live, yeah, it's getting warm. I don't appreciate the weather this week at all. I was hoping tomorrow was gonna be a lot cooler, and it's gonna be like hotter than it is today. I'm not excited about it. I'm thinking about like what needs to be done. Construction level 4. Might be wrapping up soon though. Do walls also affect cleanliness? That's a great question. Okay, it normally doesn't. Typically, they don't have a cleanliness value. It's just that sterile walls provide a bonus to cleanliness. So walls don't normally count, but sterile walls produce a bonus to sterile. So no, your standard walls do not. Okay, this hasn't affected the birth quality at all, but it does mean that this is going to be a cleaner environment, so hopefully the research is improved. Why are you having such a hard time? What is affecting your work quality? It's the temperature? It might be the temperature. Cave hospitals are in. Cave hospitals are in. Okay, this room has been beautified a little bit. Bedrooms are being worked on still. Still doing. Still smoothing out these walls, which should improve your mood, hopefully. We can probably like close these doors. Actually, go ahead and mine this out. We're gonna expand their room a little bit wider because one of their things that is a cramped room, and so we're gonna make their room a little wider for them. Same here, we're gonna make this a little wider for them. We can always lay down more bricks, like it's not that big of a deal. But it also like rather tight. It's still rather tight. Okay. We'll go like one more tile up then. Then that covers this corner spot as well. Nutrifungus is in. I do want to expand the temple a little bit. Hi, Pope. How are you? We want to expand the temple a little bit. We'll start getting that at least put together into a little bit more of a cohesive environment. Power generation is going great. Nat, how old are you? You are 1.5 seasons away. Varia is 2 seasons away. Transfer Partakash, bandit leader. He got up and walked away. Alright, guess it wasn't that big of a deal. Have fun leaving, nerd. I think it's a pollution stimulation that got him back up. Oh, is he gonna make it? He makes it. Get on him. Crash immediately got up and walked away. Took note, woke up because I usually fucked my sleep. So congratulations. You're one of us. Dole. Hi, Dole. Welcome to the colony. You're 49 years old. You're a great fighter. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you coming all this way here to contribute to our colony. You know, we've really been needing someone like you, Dole. We've really needed it. You know, namely what we've been looking for is someone willing to contribute all of your stuff. Thanks. Get the fuck out of here. Can't wait for the new DLC to release. I can't wait either. I'm very excited for the new DLC. I think it's gonna be really good. Dole like the juice brand? Exactly like the juice brand. Hosting allies. Maybe jail. He wants to guard them. It's not worth it. Okay, so this is a example of what's not worth it. Typically, I would take this in a heartbeat. Like, in a normal colony, I would take this in a heartbeat. However, you cannot have child sidecasters. And because we're not holding on to our people for too terribly long, cultivating a sidecaster is a very slow and very long process that takes a lot of dedication and a lot of focused effort. So we will not be able to make use of a Psylink Neuroformer, and thus I am not going to accept this quest. And I don't find that goodwill is like typically incentive enough, again, unless you're going for like a everyone's a friend kind of scenario. Hey, let's not spend Glitter World Medicine on you guys having a social fight. Let's not do that. Please and thank. Manhunter pack of crystal mitts. That's not terrible. Also, we need to order food here. Oh. No one's allowed outside for now. We'll just let the crystal mitts kind of tire themselves out. I was looking over the stuff for Odyssey, and one of the things I'm really interested in is the fact that they're actually allowing us to make our own shuttles. So, you know, whenever you get a quest and it's like, oh, hey, load up the shuttle, you know, that kind of stuff. You want to drop waste packs on me for... Yeah, sure. Whatever. I don't care. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll take the recon armor. Oh yeah. The wandering colony is cool. Yeah, you actually get a wandering colony now. But I was talking more like you can get the shuttles. So whenever someone comes in, like to be loaded into and sent away, we can actually start building those now. Like we have the ability to actually like travel the world. They're really making it so that like RimWorld is less of a your colony is what all you see, right? And you're encouraged more to actually explore, which I'm very much more inclined to like enjoy. And I talked about it a little bit when Odyssey got announced. Is one of the big things that I've been against is like the caravan system sucks ass. Like even modded, the caravan system is terrible. It's not fun. It's not good. It's not a enjoyable time. It's a nightmare the majority of the time. Solar flare. Oh, fuck. Well, I hope that ends soon. Alright, we gotta get a EMI shielding. That kind of locked that in. I forgot that solar flares were a thing. So you get 2 days before anything in the growth vats dies. Only do caravan with mods, which make it more enjoyable, but it's still kind of just a pain in the ass. So I'm excited for Odyssey. I think it's gonna be a really good DLC. A lot of people are like, well, we already have mods for all this stuff. Like, yeah, but I think you're kind of missing the point. Is the fact that these are expanded upon of the mods previously, and that they are being made in the idea that they're going to be better suited for general gameplay. Okay, cool. No one dies today. We have 2 more days until our first baby, and then we're gonna shove them back in the pod because I'm not dealing with a 3-year-old. Or actually, no, we'll raise them. We'll raise them from 3-year-olds on, because we have some adults, or not adults, but people who are getting to the age of banishment. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I extended the age. Excel 16. You're almost there, so we're gonna get a couple of kids. We're not gonna get many. I'm kind of glad we had Excel here, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to fertilize any of these. Okay. Rat will be taking over the colony when all the other 3 leave. So Rat, thankfully, is pretty well spread on skills, mainly focused on cooking. But they are passionate about plants. They're passionate about social. They'll be fine. Having someone with medical would be kind of important, I think. I think what I want to do, I've kind of been thinking about how I'm going to deal with this ancient danger that we've been like sitting next to this entire time. I want to break into this and like, you know, work around it, but I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I might wait for a quest for I get like bodyguards given to me for a temporary service, but that's a maybe. Anyways, I think before we send everyone off, we're gonna we'll wait for this new baby to be born. See how well they turn out. And then we'll start wrapping things up from there. Yeah, about 1 more day, in-game day, then they'll be born. Nat has 1 more like biological quandrum to go through, and we can get their embryos fertilized and put in the tubes. I'm holding them to 17 because I don't. Hold on. Let me actually take a look. RimWorld. Embryo. Let me take a look here. Prisoners. Okay, but how? What's the cooldown on these? You're showing me. There we go. The main article ovum. Holding 16 and the fertility stack greater than 0. What the fuck? Bad jelly pot. Okay, whatever. After extracting an ovum, it is not possible to extract another for the next 10 days. Okay, so we get every 10 days, we'd extract an ovum from one of our colonists. And so that means we'll get at least a couple of children from before we send off our veterans off into the world to go live as they are. We'll get a couple. We're not gonna get too many though. Do I need another? No, I probably don't need another. I was like, do I need another growth vat? Probably not. I'm probably not going to be able to use more than all 5 at the same time. Because it is a, what is it, 6-day process? So yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot of overlap. Oh god, this colony's going to get big. Oh, this is going to get really big after, like, a couple of generations of this happening. I'm not sure if we're ready for that, because we're kind of just living off these mushrooms. I'm down for it, but that's going to be a little bit of a concerning thing. The seductive prisoner, you've been caught by with the wrong person. Now you want to keep prisoner until scandal blows over for glitter old medicine. I'll think on it. That'll be a next time quest if I accept that. And I want Emai shielding before Cell leaves. Baby has been born. Look at them. The embryo of Vicky and Excel has gestated and become a healthy baby. Their temporary name is Baby Shoemaker. No, that will not be your name. Your real name shall be... Congrats! Welcome into the world, Virgo. Pleasure to have you. Alright, back in the vat you go. Can I not insert you back in the vat? Why can't I reinsert you into a... Why can't I shove the baby into a vat? God damn it. Hold on, 1 second. Let me shove the baby into a vat. Growth. It takes 3 days for 1 year. This ignores the default. On vat, not for okay, but like, why can't I shove a baby in there? Let me shove the baby in there. Or is it because you haven't been put into a crib yet? Do I need to have a crib available? That's kind of fucked up when you think about it, but do I need to have a crib available? No, why can't I shove the baby in there? Do I assign you? Prioritize bling. Not feed, no eligible baby food. I can insert everyone else, but I can't put the baby in there. Just spitting out babies is kind of funny. It's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. RimWorld, how to put baby in growth vat. But how you can insert the baby? Removing the biostarvation. Oh, it's this. This needs to... This needs to fade. There we go. Alright, into the vat. Into the vat you go. Perfect. Anyways. We're gonna save there. Everyone, Thank you very much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. I hope everyone had an amazing time today. Hopefully you're well rested. Hopefully you took care of yourselves. Tomorrow, we have a little bit of a different stream. We're going to be trying Noita tomorrow for the very first time. I've never played Noita. I have no experience with Noita, but it's something that I want to give a try. I want to give it a good, honest attempt, because I shit on the game a lot, but I don't think I've ever actually partaken in Noita. So we're gonna give Noita a shot, and we're gonna see how well it turns out. We're gonna go say hi to a friend, I think. Let's see who's online. Bye, see you tomorrow. Noita is very fun and very hard. I've heard it's fun. I've heard it's hard. I've also heard it's a giant shit show. We're gonna go say hi to Pixelbaka, who is currently streaming Tamagotchi Plaza. Just to say hi to them. Pixel is very sweet, so give them. Can I please have the name that I copied? Our raid message, as always, is Bardic Inspiration and not Bardic Inspiration, Tavern Crawl. Sorry. And if you have not yet done so, and you would like to know when I'm going live, please be sure to join the Discord. So you know I'm going live when I'm posting on YouTube, yada yada yada, ta 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 ta, all that lovely jazz. Again, everyone, thank you very much for being here. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys, and I think that cannot be stated anymore. Like if no one showed up, no one supported me, if no one said any of this, I wouldn't be doing it. Not because like I do it before the intention, because I feel like that I wouldn't be doing what I'm meant to. And that is supporting everyone as best I can. So, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Take care of yourselves, rest well, and I will see you tomorrow. Ta-ta.